come down just a skosh, Scotty. You're still a bit hot.
Just a skosh.
A squish. A weave a cunt hair.
Or as we say in Scotland, a baw hair. Yeah, that's what we say. Just move it a baw hair. As in, because in Scotland, a ball is called, or your balls are called your baws. B-A-W-Z. So it's
Balls.
could you just move that a baw hair over for me, please?
Yeah. Buzz. Not an Afro-American ball head.
What does that mean?
It's thicker.
Oh yeah. yeah.
A little bit more coarse.
Yeah.
A bit more coarse.
Yeah.
A bit more unmanageable.
Yeah. Likes to curl right back into you. Yeah. It's wild. It's untamed.
Yeah, you get some soul glow.
Just let it shine through. Soul glow. So soft and silky smooth. Let it shine through, yeah.
So we need to watch that film. You've seen that, haven't you? Coming to America.
Just don't watch part 2.
It's by Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd. It's such a good film.
Yeah, it is.
That is the film, isn't it? It is that. Yeah, it is that
classic.
film.
No, wait.
No, Dan Aykroyd.
No, it's
that was trading places.
Yeah.
Oh, so it
Places.
was.
Yeah.
Right, I'll mute this Prophet 6 until I've found a good patch.
Okay.
Is the bass too loud?
No, it's never loud enough. You ask Cressy.
Just watch your wine.
That's all. That's all I got.
Don't you start, Scotty, or she's gonna smack the shit out of
You
you.
know, Marlon, she was just fixing the headphone cable, and I'm like, oh, I can just see that knocking that whole wine over my whole like UAD
I
system.
know.
I
I
was
saw. I saw the look on your face. It was priceless.
I'm not going to waste wine, though.
like, no, you wouldn't waste wine. That's true.
Slurp it right off that
He
synthesizer.
looked like the life just got sucked out of him.
Yeah. Hang on a minute until I pick my ass up off the floor.
Yeah.
How's that for volume?
It's good.
It's good.
Perfect. Sounds like Howard Jones. You ever listen to any Howard Jones?
No, but I'm about to now.
He was quite a big sort of electronic musician in the 80s, in the UK certainly.
checking the map now.
Yeah, listen.
It just said severe thunderstorm warning.
Near you guys?
Oh, right now.
Yeah, we're watching the weather.
You
Tornado
can
outbreaks.
hear the
Oh, really?
rain hit the studio right now. It's loud.
Do you guys get quite a lot of tornadoes where you are?
Not where we are, but in our surrounding areas.
Yeah, yeah. It's another thing we never get in the UK. We get small, like, dust devils, but that's about it, really.
Yeah, we just keep an eye out.
Right, Monkey Monger, what are you trying to imply? Did you read that shit?
Yeah. I was like,
You create butt tornadoes in your studio.
send him this way, do you? Shit, NATO. Did you come up with a...
Tornado. Hey, if you actually look at the turd emoji, if you turned that upside down, it would look like a tornado.
A tornado, yeah.
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 Did you come up with a topic shown?
The pressure, the pressure.
The pressure.
Well, there was the topic of travel. That was nice. And there's also the topic of animals, specifically pets and what they do for us. Emotionally and
Good topics.
physically.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Damn, you just went deep.
Damn.
Yeah, you went deep. You messing around with Black Jesus.
She likes going deep. Oh, can I say that live?
What? I wouldn't share
That'll be
that
another,
ever
that'll be
again.
slap
I would
number 4 for the day.
never share
was gonna
that, Scotty, ever
yeah.
again in your whole entire life.
You got to muster up a lot of blood flow to get that far, Scotty. You better be taking your heart medication, buddy.
Yeah, for sure. Tried it
Yeah.
once and I fainted.
It is. It is really coming down out there.
I'm
wonder if it's audible through the mics. Probably not. No.
Probably not.
Yeah.
We can't hear anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
That's
Yeah.
because Twat's got a drone running.
Yeah, I know. Wait, let me see. Let me see. Hang on.
No, I don't think you can still hear it.
Wait. Shh.
The noise cancellation. You could hear it until the noise cancellation kicked in.
You can probably like open up the door.
Open up
But then it'd be all wet in here.
Yeah.
Because it's literally hitting
Yeah.
that.
window. Or
Yep.
I can hear it when you're talking. You can hear the. You've
Can
obviously,
you?
like, on your stream thing that you've got the background noise cut off.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
yeah.
a gate on your voices. So as soon as you stop talking, it'll cut that out. It's not loud enough to open the gate.
Yeah.
Mm.
It is definitely super loud out there.
Does
shit.
it get bad for flooding, or are you okay for
No,
flooding?
you're
Like,
not so
not-
much
not-
flooding.
yeah.
We are more or less concerned about micro downburst or microburst and or tornadoes, because a microburst
Right,
is pretty
okay.
much your what do they call them when they come through fast and hot? Dracos. And then
Dracos.
tornadoes are just downright tornadoes.
Shona would like Dracos because she's a bit of a Harry Potter fan, and Draco Malfoy is one of the people in Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah. These are more
Malfoy.
like Dracos,
Drechos, they call them.
Dracos.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
They just they come through very fast, and the winds are like 80 miles an hour. And
Catch you off guard.
Yeah, this isn't going to last long. The weather thing says it's the warning till 4:45.
Nice. Yeah, you got to be mindful out in these parts. You don't want to get caught with your zipper down. You zip up a bag real quick. You don't want to zip up your bag real quick.
The wind was pretty heavy today. It was pretty strong winds. They'd say we were going to get up to 50 miles an hour.
You wouldn't want to forget to put your window up in your car either. Eh?
The
I've done that
smell.
once with snow.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
And got up in the morning, and my driver's seat of the car was full of snow.
so you guys get a lot of snow out there then?
We used to, but this past couple of years has been very
Yeah,
little.
not
eh?
really.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
we used to get snow not so long ago, but I definitely think it's climate change that's causing the changes now. But
Yeah.
it was so deep, I would be able to run out my mum and dad's back patio at, like, I'm talking 25 years old. I'd run out the back of their house off the patio and dive head first into the snow, and all you would see was the tips of my feet out. Now, I'm only 3 feet tall, but,
Yeah.
but I'll
Still
tell you
3
when
feet
it's
tall, ain't you, Scotty?
when it's when it's funny is when you put your dog out there, because the dogs kind of end up
Bounce.
they bounce like Tigger, yeah, because they try to sort of hop through the snow
Oh,
because
yeah,
they're so
yeah.
deep they
Yeah.
can't see what's
And
in
they
front of
sink.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to get it bad, but not now.
Who's with us? We got a. Did I see I saw Dixon Beats was
Yeah.
in here.
Mm-hmm.
Another Dixon raiding the party.
Yeah, he said it wouldn't be a chatting with the Dixons without him.
Serious.
Correct.
The
Ruining,
Dixons are taking over the world.
and we're gonna ruin it at the same time.
No, we're not going to do that. We're just going to provide a lot of music and profanity.
Okay, we got who's with us? We got
Well, first of all, we've got Apollo Hansel.
Apollo Hansel.
Last
We got-
night's closer.
Last night's closer twice on the rewind.
Yeah,
Andy
superb.
Andy Fireblade Musa, Monkey Manga, which he already sent me who you were talking about. What was his name? Let me go.
Oh,
back.
Howard Jones.
From the
Yeah,
80s.
yeah, he sent it already.
No Lake.
I'm gonna
Cool.
check it out.
What's up, No Lake?
No Lake.
Studio 8, Andy's in.
Tracker Glass Legs.
John, sorry, it's not Andy, it's John. Why did I say Andy?
I saw Andy this morning for about a good almost an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, but we have to go back and watch them because most of the time we're
Sleeping.
either sleeping or having to get up to go to work. Let's see who else. We got Moser. We got Glass Legs. We got Studio 8 Effects. Uncle Chrome, which remind me about Uncle Chrome, would you? Am I missing anybody?
I already said No Lake.
Cracker
Yeah,
Glass Legs.
I thought I saw Viral Beats. Did Viral Beats come in the house? Maybe not. Maybe I'm tripping.
We got Bicky.
Do me a favor, everyone who's
Becky's
here.
in. Hey,
would you be so kind to just hit that like button for us?
Let me just go in there and see if I didn't even already.
Because I recognize that I
One.
I didn't even hit it myself.
Oh,
Neither did I.
virals.
I've just hit it
Viral's
myself.
God damn it, Scotty.
Yeah, Viral Beats and Apollo were together last night, and it was
They
kinda,
were.
They were trying to figure it out. With
Yeah, the
sound.
audio. Yeah, there was something going on with the audio. Oh, okay. Viral's live right now. That's why. I think he's doing an unboxing with a turntable. Huh?
Yeah.
Dang, that's getting crazy. And I know John Bedham, he has in-laws in, so he's not able to get here, but
He'll be here in mind and spirit.
it just reminds me of the turntable setup for those of you who haven't got a chance to check his channel out.
And No Lake, how did you go on tour? How'd the album release go? Did you get some good little success from it?
Did you get some feedback?
Did you get some feedback? Yeah.
I gave it a listener. A listener. That was a few months ago, if I'm not correct.
Yeah, it's quite a while
if
ago.
I'm not
now.
mistaken, I mean. Yeah. Okay. We addressed everyone. Hello. Welcome in. It is posted. Strange skies out there.
Some strange
John
skies.
Simpson. Thank you very much, John.
Thank you. Dearly noted, strange guys.
Sure are strange out there. He says, keep it up.
Have you ever, this is for you strange guys, have you ever smoked a cigarette and dropped ashes on someone's white couch and said to yourself, I'm going to try to pick this up with my anus?
That's weird. Pretty sure the answer would be no.
Probably nobody ever.
Thank you, Show.
Well,
I agree.
I am known for thought-provoking topics, and
No, that was not quite thought-provoking. It was just weird.
Uncle Chrome says, you too.
Ah, God damn it, Uncle Chrome.
John Simpson's came back saying, almost.
Oh no! See there?
I was there. See, I'm not too far off, Tuna.
You never know.
Damn it.
God damn it.
Tuna.
Tuna.
Stop encouraging this weird behavior. People are never going to stop.
It's not weird. People actually know.
Oh hell yeah! No Lake. It doubled
Oh, okay.
since the release,
Yeah.
so I guess it's kind of a success. Fuck yeah!
Yeah.
I would say yeah, it is.
I would say yes.
Congrats.
Vicky said, I've licked my finger and picked it up like that.
Yeah, I've done that. I must admit,
Vicky,
I've done that one.
Okay, Vicky.
Picking it up with my butt, I just don't think.
Yeah. Finger and
Why
anus
would you
are
even
so
think
far
to do
apart.
that?
The
Well,
way
because
my
it-
butt breathes, I'd probably just blow it over the table.
Exactly. Scott, send it to France.
Well,
Because it takes a highly talented person to come up with the idea
Doom
and
said
then
snort it.
snort it.
and then execute the idea.
Yeah.
God.
We're picking things up with our anus and we're snorting ashes. I love it.
The link is up at top, and if anyone wants to join in,
Yes, it is.
come on in and talk to us.
We will have a
Come have a sit say.
just so everybody knows, we have a hard stop at 6, and then have you confirmed with the other individual after 6 is gonna be good to do the other one? So
Kent.
how about you confirm
Yeah,
that
let me do
before
that
I even
now.
post it?
And then, do you want to go over the new schedule?
Yeah. So don't ever confuse so Biggie.
It's very true.
So because we are getting much more busier, and including our other co-hosts, we are limiting our lives, meaning time-wise. So we're still going to go live every day, but Monday and Wednesdays, we are going to do the album, and that is 2 hours. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays would just be a chatting, messing around, jamming session that will probably be an hour to 2 hours. And then the regular weekend schedule stays, meaning Friday will be popcorn night, Saturday's chatting with the Dixons, and then Sunday will be our interview days. We will also try to limit those times so everybody can get rest and prepare for the work week ahead. With that being said,
Shabam.
we have a hard stop at 6 tonight. There may be an additional hour afterwards, so a separate link than this one. It is a special thing that we're doing with Kent. We're just confirming right now, and Lamont and Kent have been talking for quite some time now, and Kent has agreed to mentor Lamont in sound designing and stuff. So we will be doing that feature after chatting with the Dixons. So we're just confirming if that's going to happen tonight or not. If it does, I'll post the link in the chat before we call it. But yeah, we just need to limit our time so nobody gets what did you guys call it?
Ran down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, a year is still a long way out for us to complete this 1 year challenge. So we need to
Thanks, Doom.
take small bites here.
That we have to give credit to Scotty on that one though.
Yeah,
That was
Scotty
Scotty's
came up
idea.
with the idea of
And we were like, yes, that's
trying
brilliant.
to bring this thing together here.
I
This
think the last thing anyone needs to see on this channel is these three burn out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't nobody
Because then
like to be burnt out.
Yeah, exactly. Don't burn out. There's no need to burn out. You
Because
No,
then they
stay-
start
because-
thinking about picking things up with their bums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then people start making songs about you and, looking at your eyelids and stuff. And we're not going to do that again. That's not going to happen.
This is very true.
Yeah.
and it takes time to think about thought-provoking things like picking up ashes with your anus off a white couch.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure it doesn't take time.
Shauna's just spat her wine out.
You see there? All over the midi. All over that midi.
Damn it.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's good.
Yeah.
Ah, that's the
You gotta
wine. What about my sound cards?
Switch your camera, Scotty.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I switched that while I was.
That's
Yeah.
what
Oh, it's good not seeing our faces. It's
No, but we want to see your faces.
you have to use that in an analogy now. Now you gotta say, I gotta be as careful as using my anus picking up ashes on a white couch.
Yeah, there you
Right?
go.
Yeah.
That's a long fucking analogy.
Yeah, you gotta be careful too, man.
You have to really sit and think about that.
Because you'll smudge that white
You'll
couch.
smudge it. You don't want to
Yeah.
smudge it and leave what? Possible sharticles on the white couch?
If you have a dirty ass.
What?
Yeah,
Now
if you
we
have a
went to
dirty
sh-
ass.
If you didn't wipe, if you didn't use baby wipes,
If you're the type of guy that just shits and gets up and just goes about his day,
it
it's
could be a messy day.
horrible
It could be
day.
a messy day. Okay, before we get started with Shona's idea, an extreme thank you to a person in our chat who is a moderator. His name is Uncle Chrome. A lot of you who haven't noticed, but Uncle Chrome is 99.9% here every day with us for about as long as we go on. He has not flinched. Anybody that is new who comes into the chat, he's always sparking up conversation. He catches people up as to what they're watching. This man has been nonstop with the S.O.R family for quite some time, putting in the hours with us. And that's not to knock any one of you here. We all have lives. So don't feel like I'm just targeting individuals. But Chrome deserves a big old Monkey Island round of applause. He should not go unnoticed. The man is a musical genius. 500 IQ, we all know that.
We know him as Monkey
We
Brain.
know him as Monkey Brains.
He goes by the handle of Uncle Chrome, but he's actually Google Chrome.
Yeah.
So if you can all show support, give Chrome
Yeah, he said,
some
aw,
claps.
shucks.
Yeah.
Blushing and
Blushing
farting.
and farting. Yeah.
Like the
That
true
deserves a round of applause.
like the true monkey brains you are, sir. True monkey brains. But it doesn't go unnoticed, Chrome. You don't have to do half the things you do, and you do it for this channel, for the love. You found yourself a home, And for that, we love you and we recognize you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, anyone coming in? Come on.
The link's there. If not, we'll just
come on
chat
now.
ourselves.
Okay, Shauna, what are we talking about? What's going on?
Let's talk about pets first off. So animals.
Animals. Let's go.
Animals. And animals like pets and what they do for you and how important they are in your life, how important they are for your mental and physical health.
Or do you not like pets?
Or do you
Why
not like them?
Yeah,
pets?
and why? Yeah, and why? There's a lot of people who are like so fearful of dogs, and that stems from like something in childhood. And I know Panda and Leah got a dog to help them with their physical health, so they got a dog because they knew they had to walk her and stuff, and so that got them out of the house, and got them moving.
Yeah. Yeah. How did
Which in itself says a lot about the human mentality when you think about it, because you won't give yourself a G up to look after yourself and go out for a walk just for you. But when you've got the commitment of something or someone else that you need to be walking, you'll do it.
Right.
It's so odd.
Yeah, but that's how we
That's
are.
human
aren't we?
nature,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
But I could say for my brother and I know 100% had our non-biological father introduce us to horses, we wouldn't have turned out the way we have
Oh, Jesus. That was a big
today.
Gus.
Right.
Because when we first got introduced to horses, we
And
were 7 years old.
What's super interesting before you finish, and I don't know if a lot of people follow this, I do because I think it's fascinating. You were born in the year of the horse.
Yeah, we were born in the year of the horse, which is crazy. But we got introduced to horses at the age of 7. And, we experienced that probably up until the age of maybe 10. And that was kind of abruptly taken away from us.
Right.
But we both grew up saying to ourselves, we're going to recapture everything we had as children. And we pursued it. We pursued it further than we thought we would pursue it.
Right. And we did it at a very early age too. Like we got a chance to do it in our 20s. We didn't have to wait until we were really, really established.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were fortunate to have family who owned horses. For those of you who don't know, there's a white side of our family that are like the Irish, Scottish side of the family. And then there's a black side of the family who offered different things throughout our lives. But we were more in tune with the
Countryside.
the countryside. I don't want to put a label on it, but yeah, we were more concerned with being cowboys, for lack of better words.
Right.
And being tough
And hunting and camping and
camping and hunting and
no, not hunting.
yeah.
Hunting.
Oh yeah.
The hell you talking about?
Yeah. And just because of that one animal, the love of that one animal, it changed our whole life, and it changed the direction in which we were moving. And so, I mean, that is a love for an animal. If it's driving you to do certain things with your life. I mean, I don't know how far people take it when they own a cat or a dog or.
We took it as far as, I don't know how many have done this, but our uncle even told us, if you're going to own a horse or an animal, you're going to put down your own animal. So having a bond with the horse is different from my brother and I and Meryl, because we all were like horse people. But shooting your horse when it's time to put him down, having you do it and watching the life leave that animal is it could be just as hard as putting down a human if that were a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You rode this animal. This animal trusted you. You woke up every morning. You fed it every night, and you had a relationship. And when it was time to put your animal down, it was like one of the hardest things in the world.
Right.
Yeah.
And when you have that relationship with an animal, they can look in your soul. They know you're like connected.
Well, we've discussed that on this channel before, because you guys were saying that. His name's gone. Your dog's name.
Saren.
I know it's a Cern from Serengeti.
Yeah.
Yeah, CERN, you say like if someone's down, he just seems to know when someone's just not well or not feeling good.
Funny. It's funny that you brought that up, Scotty, because I was going to bring up the same thing, but I was going to ask you guys if your dog does that. Does he know, like, when you guys are down, and does he come over and, like, is more, like, I feel like they tend to be more sympathetic. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
To be honest, if one of us is having a low day, he also has a bit of a low day.
Yeah.
And just creeps up next to you and lies beside you. He's just there.
He's not needy, because he's quite a needy dog normally.
But then he'll go to the other one of us
for his
neediness.
Yeah.
And he just reads the situation.
Yeah, they're so astute.
Yeah.
I wonder if our horses ever knew if we was getting ready to put them down. Like if they knew that it was something wrong and they could sense that something's going to change.
My time is over.
Maybe not them in particular, because they were ill, so maybe not in their right mind, but definitely the other horses in the pack knew.
Probably know, like, oh, this dude's about
They
to be
knew.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we said we thought Zach probably knew Max was gone before we did.
Yeah.
Before we took him.
Yeah.
So when we
thought
were
Zach
Yeah, there was
made peace with it
there
before
was
we
a
did.
sort of a week spell before we had to, because we had the short-haired shepherd with Zach, but it was just at the start of COVID, really, wasn't it? It was like 2020.
It was 2020.
2020,
yeah.
May 2020, and he was gone. He was just old. But for that week leading up to that spell, Zach would not leave him alone. He was always with him.
He knew.
And he kept sniffing his
sniffing him.
undercarriage. Like he knew something was wrong. I don't know whether he maybe smelt it in the dog's pee, but he knew something was wrong because he would not leave him alone.
No.
But can't
And then
dogs
when
smell cancer?
I don't know.
Hold that thought. I want to say a story real quick, and then we'll bounce back to that. Going back to the horses and how all the other horses knew. When we were in Wyoming, I forget what year it was. It might have been maybe the first year we lived. No, it was the second year we lived there. Mom and stepdad came to visit, and it was during Thanksgiving. And Lamont's horse was older, and he couldn't take the long rides that we were doing. And my horse was very vibrant. Both Lamar and I had new horses that we rescued, and they were both very young and very vibrant. And we would go for long trail rides, but Lamont's horse couldn't take it, and he would lose a lot of weight, and he was just old. He was going to retirement stage. So we were prospecting this one horse for him. And Dexter would he was mean and would kick. He just kicked everybody. He was the boss. And so he was kicking this horse constantly. Well, the horse had enough and kicked Dexter, Lamont's horse. And we were getting ready. It was the same day that Mom and Pops were arriving to our house. And so we were getting the house ready and stuff. And I look out the kitchen window. The kitchen window looked outside. And I yelled to Lamont, I go, babe, something's wrong with Dexter. You need to go out there. And he didn't even go out in the field. Immediately he's like, we got to call the vet. Call the vet. Vet comes down. Emergency call, and she's pulling into the driveway, and she knew instantly that she had to put him down. His knee was shattered.
Oh no.
So I go down and help her. Mont's like, I can't go down there. You've had that horse for how long before that?
It's my first horse. When did we get that fucking horse?
Oh man,
Man, it was a long time, right? And the first horse.
years.
Yeah.
And
He
he
live a
was
long time, horses
it was a
too, don't they?
long time, and
Yeah.
he was an ornery horse, and he had attitude, so Lamont really had to like train him, and so they bonded. So I went down and I saw the vet. I actually have a picture in the house, and I'll post it on our Discord with a little lock of his hair in the infinity sign. And so the vet put him down and stuff like that, and our neighbor across the street came over with his backhoe and dug a hole for him, and so he was buried in our backyard and covered it up for weeks on end. the remaining horses would convene around that area
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
in the ground. They knew where Dexter was buried. And you can see the sadness in their face.
They was mourning
They
that
were
damn horse.
mourning
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Mourning him. And you can see their eyes were like, around their eyes were wet, almost like tears.
Mm-hmm.
But it took them, I think it was almost a month before
For
they
them to
stopped
move to move from that spot.
to move from that spot. Yeah, and they knew that it was just the saddest but most beautiful thing we've ever seen,
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, yeah.
So soulful.
It was amazing. But going back to what Lamar was saying about dogs being able to sniff cancer, I think there was a study or some program or something that they were trying to develop, and they were training dogs to smell cancer, and they were about 100% of the time accurate.
Yeah.
And the government put a stop to it.
Because I remember
Oh,
seeing
surprise,
something
surprise.
like that. Yeah, I
Right.
saw something like
Yeah.
that on TV where
Yeah.
this dog was sniffing his owner.
I think there was a documentary
right,
or something
and then
about
the
it,
owner
yeah.
went and got checked out, and it was like it was cancerous. So
Yeah.
they implied that he said, my dog kept nudging me and kept sniffing me.
And it wasn't just like skin cancer or anything. It could have been any,
Some
like
internal
they
shit,
can pick it up, bone cancer, ovarian, breast, like it didn't matter. They
I wonder if he
picked
caught it
up.
early. I wonder if the dog caught it early.
In
Do you know,
the
there's
studies
something I
that they
read
did.
recently. There was something I read recently that said if you're really in tune with your partner, you notice that there was a few actual people accounts that said my husband had a funny, different scent about him, and then he went and got checked out, and he did have cancer. So it's obviously something to do with that scent. That's what the dog's picking up, because their scent's better than ours.
Bicky just said it. He said any metabolic change will cause a chemical change and therefore a change in odor.
Damn. That's crazy.
It was a great
Talk about smelling.
Right?
like
AVB.
experiments that they were doing. Hey, viral. And the dogs were just like so in tuned, and the dogs would literally smell every inch of whoever was volunteering for the study,
Yeah.
and they would stop. Like
Which-
if they picked up something, they would stop in that area.
Which makes sense. I just looked it up. They have in hospitals they have those wellness dogs that stay with you when you're in hospice. Those dogs tell the nurses and doctors when that patient is most likely going to die because they can smell the
chemical
the
change.
gases off their breath. Because you
okay.
get death breath before you start to pass, and the dogs pick up on it relatively quick, and that's when they like to have the family nearby because the dogs can go in and tell you with accuracy within like leading up to the hours of when that person can expire.
That's insane.
Crazy when you think
Right.
about it, isn't it? It's
I
just
wonder if the dog knows, like, oh, I'm being ordered to witness another passing, you know? That's wild in itself.
Yeah.
I have to believe dogs are so cognitive that they can start to calculate outcomes and make decisions whether to do something or not, whether to
Oh,
go left or
before
go
us
right.
Sometimes, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
'Cause I've-
well,
I've
look at these ones that they use as well to detect when people are going to have an epileptic fit.
Right.
Oh yeah, I see those.
They actually
yeah.
start. They'll lead the person that's going to have an epileptic fit to
To
the
a safe
nearest
spot.
chair, safe spot, or just to sit down, so they don't collapse and knock themselves out or anything.
Right.
And they sense that before it actually happens. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild? Because it's got to be some sort of like maybe electromagnetic
There's got to be
magnetic
something,
signal
yeah.
Well, it has to be the
impulse they can pick up.
Well, no, I think it's the scent, like Bicky said, because he said any sort of change is going to
the
make
chemical
a
makeup.
chemical change,
Yeah.
which is odor. It will change that odor. So they must know. Like, is it diabetics?
So yeah, even
who
diabetic
tend to-
change.
Yeah, you can smell it, right? Somebody or something
Yeah.
like
yeah,
that.
fructose on their breath.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Yep.
Yep.
Which you can smell that too if they're in too much of a hypoglycemic state.
Yeah, you can smell it.
You can smell it.
Yeah, I just got a notification. Uncle Chrome's Bleepity Bloops
Yes, it's on.
are premiering. So
Yeah.
make sure you guys go and check that out, whether after or during this show. And then check out Viral Beats' unboxing of a turntable. I got to go back and watch that.
Right.
I don't want to miss that.
I just want to hear him going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make the crazy ass noise. Him and Apollo last night was on some shit last night. The audio was kind of all over the place in the beginning, but they finally got it together.
Yeah.
Oh, Davey's in as well. Hey, Davey.
Davey, my lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But I think animals really help with like mental health too.
Oh,
Like,
hugely. Yeah.
PTSD. Doesn't the Army have like PTSD dogs, like service dogs?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how they work in other countries, but
And I think airlines now
Yeah.
are allowing more dogs coming actually in the cabin with you. Like
there was
if
one
it's
with
a
us. What
Yeah,
was
service dog.
dogs.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a small little,
Yeah.
it was a little Yorkshire.
Yeah.
And the dog was so goddamn quiet. You didn't even know the dog was
yeah, I
there.
had no idea. Like an emotional support.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, they're allowing
like therapy
service. I'm not
dogs.
sure if they're taking emotional support, but definitely therapy.
Yeah.
Service dogs.
Yeah.
Mm.
Some airlines allow emotional support. I think it's Delta.
Well, that's when I saw the dog on Delta. so-
Yeah, I think
But
Delta
I know they're
is
phasing it out.
one or the only one who
Right.
allows. So it doesn't have to be a certified service dog. It can be an emotional support.
Aren't
animal.
war veterans guaranteed one if they want it?
That
That
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
They don't
That
even
I
have.
don't know.
It's just
That's a good idea if that's true.
It
That's
would
a
be,
great
yeah.
Probably
idea.
not here.
Not in
I
the
don't
UK.
think so
I've never
here.
heard of that in the UK. But
yeah.
if that is
Bicky-
true over in the States, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Bicky says that he feels like his cat helped him during the lockdowns.
Oh, I'm
He
sure.
talked to his cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm
another.
sure.
I mean, I look at animals as another person. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Their consciousness too. Like that's another entity in there, a live conscious being with you.
Right.
They have emotions. Like I don't know if a lot
they
of
do.
people are on this chat were in the chat where I linked the eagles. But that right there shows you like she mourned the loss of her
Which one is missing? I heard this morning.
Yeah, it passed.
Yeah, it passed.
It was the
runt.
the runt of the
So
litter.
it was the one bird that hatched 3 days later. And so that one night when the storm came in, that snow, and she was completely covered up, she wasn't aware that that little chick wasn't actually under her.
Oh, it froze.
It was kind of like, no, it was kind of like outside of her. So the snow covered, so I think it suffocated.
Oh no.
And so she realized it the next morning, and you can see her burying it. Yeah.
yeah.
But she's the
Other two.
those eagle. Oh, the other two are just thriving. Yeah, they're getting big. But the eagles are a perfect example of that. Like she was so sad and mourned for like 2 seasons when she couldn't have babies.
Right, they got good emotions. Like whales. Another one with whales. Whales, they grieve for a long ass
A
time.
long time. Yep.
Yeah.
A long time.
Anybody available? Just if you can just leave this channel, go give Chrome
A
a
like.
like, a thumbs up, a
And
hello.
then you can come back.
You could come back. You could stay there, but please help Uncle Chrome out. I feel like he doesn't get the justice he needs most of the time.
Yeah, John, you said it right. Elephants are notorious for grieving when they have
Oh,
when they
yes.
lose.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, they
elephants.
actually show tears. Like they produce tears.
Don't
Yes,
they have
Craig,
the
hang
best
on.
memory out of all animals?
Yes.
Like the
Oh,
elephant's
and
memory?
that bird. What was that bird that you were telling me? Don't you dare look at it in
Oh,
the
my stepdad loved them. The ravens.
ravens.
The ravens will look
Yeah.
you in your eye and remember
Remember
you.
you.
And the other
Manta ray.
the manta ray can do that as well.
Yeah.
You need a
Yeah.
link.
Wow.
Somebody.
I'm doing
Oh,
it
you're
right now.
doing it, okay.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Yeah,
I
the
feel robins maybe do as well.
maybe.
Robins.
Man,
do you get many
robins are-
robins?
They're shady, those birds.
Do you think so?
They-
See,
they
here
are.
just seem to. They're funny. It's almost they follow you around and they
Yeah.
Oh no.
latch to you.
They're
Here
like
those
the red-breasted robins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
the ones you've got? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have those too. But
We have
here
a bit
those
of a thing here that they say it's like a soul
Yeah.
of
If
a
there's
person
if
that's
a robin
passed.
is near,
They
your
say the
loved-
same thing
if
here.
a
Oh,
robin
yeah,
appears,
yeah.
your loved one is
Yeah.
near.
And
Yeah.
I think it's because of their behaviour because they do watch you. And we had just after going to be a bit weird probably sounding, but just after Max had passed, we had a couple of robins nesting twice in a very unusual spot right next to where Zach comes out and guards his garden twice in one season.
Yeah,
And that
two
robin
different nests,
followed us round every single
Oh yeah, that was
windowsill.
him.
Every time Scott
Reincarnated.
cut the grass, he petered round everywhere he went, followed him.
Hell yeah.
And there's
Oh,
still
yeah,
a
that
robin that
was-
appears now and then, but we said that was Max. We call it. I even
Oh
say hi,
yeah,
Max
that,
when I
that's
see him.
definitely Max.
Yeah.
I mean, how else are you going to explain it unless you don't want to look at that and just ignore a gift?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Craig,
exactly.
Craig and Icing said, they're both on the same page that Craig is like, crows definitely know your face and can transmit the info to the rest of them.
Yeah, isn't
Get
that
the fuck out of here.
insane?
Yeah, they're quite scary.
Wasn't there a Stephen King movie?
Yeah, the birds.
The
The
birds.
birds.
The
The
birds.
That was
Yeah.
Alfred Hitchcock.
Alfred
Yeah.
Hitchcock. Yeah.
Yeah, but we've so before my stepdad
hell's
passed,
happening
he would go out
Hello?
and
didn't do
feed
anything there.
this. What was he
What
saying?
can I
He would
eat
go
or
out
say?
and feed the same
Hello?
crow.
Yes.
Yeah. And every time he go out to feed, it's the same crow that comes down every time.
Hang on, I think Scotty's having audio issues. Can you hear us, Scotty?
I can hear you now,
now.
but we've disappeared off the screen. I don't know what's
there.
happened.
Really?
Yeah, no, that's YouTube. That's not Streamyard.
Not on our end.
Yeah, not on our end.
You're
You're...
back. There we go. We're back now. I
I
don't
think
know
he's
what happened there.
faffing too much.
Okay, what were you saying, babe?
Faffing. Yeah, but my stepdad,
Fuck off with your faffing.
Faffing.
my stepdad, we used to feed the same crow over and over, and it came back every time and never bothered him, never was destructive. And he was telling me, man, I swear this fucking crow knows who I am. Like he
Oh,
would
yeah.
drive off to the golf course and it'd be the same crow.
one.
Same one.
Yeah, just peeping them out and hanging around. And they say if you don't mess them over and you respect them, they could be your lifelong friend.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, Greg just said it too. He said, you piss one crow, you piss them
Oh,
all
yeah.
of them off.
Oh,
but
yeah.
the opposite is also true.
Yeah.
So you make friends with one
You got them all.
and you make friends with all of them.
Damn. Don't they call a group of crows a murder of crows?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Jacker says
the
birds
only
are.
birds in the UK
Tracker
that
said there's government surveillance.
Yeah, birds aren't real.
Tracker has a very, how do you say,
birds aren't real.
sketchy minds are real.
You guys crazy?
Birds aren't real. Oh,
They're
shit.
drones. Yes, you're right, babe. Murder.
Yeah, murder of crows.
That's kind of fucking weird.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Really
Because
is.
they'll
Okay.
murder you.
Oh,
Like,
you
Can
know
we
what?
not pick something else?
So and check this out. My hunting mentor, Tommy Fracassa in California, when we lived in California in the high desert in Phelan, we used to go hunting for quail, jackrabbit, and the Eurasian dove because it was an invasive species. And so we're out hunting, and all of a sudden we get a crow that just won't stop gawking. And he's doing it intentionally to warn all of the wildlife because the crows want to hunt as well. And so Tommy spent years in the field hunting quail, and he's learned a lot about the lay of the land and what animals do when you're hunting a quail. And he said this crow is doing two things. One, he's seen some crow that would perch on a Joshua tree, not say a word, wait for him to shoot a bird, go in, find it before he does. Or they're hunting and they'll make a certain noise where it tells all the other birds and rabbits who are paying attention, a hunter is near.
Damn.
Go hide. So he says, I'm only going to do this once because you can actually shoot ravens and crows in the high desert because they're considered I forgot what type
Nuisance.
of something.
Yeah.
So he said, I'm going to do this once. And it was just the one crow. He said, I'm going to shoot this fucking crow and watch what happens.
oh,
And I'm like, oh, okay. 'Cause this is learning time at this point. Shoots the crow dead, right? No more than 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, max. 20 crows come out of nowhere. Circling. They're circling us, and they're nonstop. Right? And I'm like, holy shit. Like, Tommy, what did you do? He goes, no. Watch and learn what's happening right now because they're going to do something. So we sat there in the creosote bush and they just kept circling. He said, just unload your gun, put all your shells in the hunting is done today. We're not hunting anymore today, but we're going to sit here and I'm going to show you what's going to happen. They fucking circle for about 20 minutes. They stopped circling and they all landed next to the dead crow.
Damn.
And they were just there. They were in the trees. They were on the ground. They didn't care who was near. And they were just yelling bloody murder that one of them was killed. And they knew it wasn't killed by natural circumstances.
Oh, shit.
They knew it was us.
Yeah.
And Tommy said, they know, dude. They know
I remember
I killed that crow. You remember this?
I remember this.
And I was like, Tommy, why are you, like, why is that a lesson to teach? Because he was like, because these things are a unit. The wilderness is as one. They can all communicate together. And if you don't watch these cycles, and if you don't understand what's going on and what actions you have when you come out here as a hunter, you're looked at as the steward of the land. You need to appreciate everything you kill and leave this place how you found it.
Yeah.
Can't fuck around with these animals because this is what happens. And this is how it looks when you affect them. When you senselessly murder something, this is how it affects these animals. And you can't sit there and look at them and think, oh, they weren't affected. Or
Right.
they weren't tied to that animal.
Yeah.
Or a sense
Yeah.
of that family has been lost senselessly. And it was a beautiful fucking lesson. It was a beautiful lesson. And that man taught us a lot. So
Yeah.
that just reminded me about, you know, what it is to be a hunter and what it is to take an animal's life. Now, my brother and I haven't hunted in quite some time. I think the last time you did was like for ducks.
2020
In Wyoming.
In Wyoming,
Yeah.
2022.
right? And I can't honestly say I really want to shoot something else. You know, I'm fine with how we used to raise animals for slaughter because it was just we treated them humanely. But a day ago, maybe 2 days ago, my brother and I had to kill a red squirrel because he was being very destructive. He was tearing the inside of our trucks up, and it was him. You're right. It wasn't the rest of them, but
For years.
For years, this one has developed a dirty habit. So we had to take care of the problem.
Dirty ritual.
A dirty ritual. Cost them dearly.
It cost them dearly, but that's not to say we go and look for every squirrel in our yard just to shoot them, just to shoot.
Right.
You know, or just kill any bird just to kill them. There has to be a balance with things. And if you don't have a lot of money and you're struggling as a family and you have a human or predator taking and you can't, you know, you can't thrive. Something has to be done. Something has to change about the environment, you know? So a lot of things aren't senseless, but there are a lot of senseless people who just refuse to see that animals are something more than what we think they are. And I think we take them for granted every fucking day.
I'll tell you, one of the biggest bugbears I've got is these people that go over to Africa and do the trophy hunting.
Right.
Oh, I
Just for a
fucking
fucking
can't stand
trophy.
that. Yeah.
And it's like, oh, look at you, tough guy. You've sat with a 50 caliber rifle, a fucking pin of a pin accurate fucking sight on the top of your gun, and you've taken out an elephant or a lion, and it's a trophy. It's like, really? Like, I don't mind the kind of hunting that goes on, or hunting that goes on.
There you go.
There you go. If it's all to do with getting rid of invasive species, getting rid of like we do it with the American squirrels over here, the grey squirrels. If it's something that's actually affecting, that's came into a country that wasn't there before,
Yeah.
Get rid of it. It's fine. And
Right.
that's actually just trying to keep the balance of the earth the way it
Balance.
was original.
And there's
Right.
culling of animals to stop
Yeah, and
their
Right.
hurt in the end.
Right. Yeah.
Because
Right.
there's too many of them.
Well, for a long time in the UK, I don't know how it was down in England, but we had a real bad rabbit problem. And the rabbits then started, just wild rabbits. They were all over the roads, so wherever you drove, you always seen dead rabbits everywhere. And then they started getting myxomatosis. Remember, that was then, and it's all it done was spread around the rabbits, but it started eating away at their eyes. They couldn't walk. And it was basically because all the birds of prey in Scotland had been wiped out because people were stealing the birds of prey's eggs.
Mm-hmm.
So over the past 25 years in Scotland, since I was at school, there's been this massive push to boost the amount of birds of prey. Now the birds of prey are like crows here. We've got so many of them. And there's no more rabbits because that's what they eat. So the birds of prey have now sorted out the balance of this. We do have rabbits, but just not this infestation of them all over the place because nature's back to the way it was before man fucked it up by stealing birds' eggs, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Doom is right. Conservation hunting, I know this for a fact that when they go out and hunt some of these trophies like the water buffalo and all that, that meat does go to a local tribe. So at least the body is being harvested. But I'm with you. If you're going out there just to claim the head or the pelt or the fur of some animal, like how would you like it if somebody came to your neighborhood, saw you outside, like that's a fine looking human? That's a trophy right there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang his ass up in my window.
Yeah. I mean,
I like those lips. I'm going to take this guy out.
And a lot of times they don't even do anything.
cool off my haggis with these lips.
Or in Lamar's case, it would be, I like that ass.
I like that. Hey.
And a lot of times when they go on these hunting trips, these trophy trips, they literally do nothing. They sit in the truck and wait
Right. Yeah.
until whoever the tour guide goes, okay, come, because he spotted it, he has it done.
Now shoot.
All this fucker, whoever it is, has to do is just squeeze that trigger, and half of the time they fuck up, and then the guide has to go,
Yep.
Yep.
It's shit. Yeah,
I mean,
it really is.
if they're doing it for a species that's highly overpopulated, okay,
It's a different thing.
it's a different
Different
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
And harvesting it.
But if you're doing it and this species is like going downhill every year, what the fuck are we doing? Especially the poachers. I think the biggest thing is poachers.
Yeah.
You know,
Massively.
Killing off
Because-
the rhino.
The rhino for the horn, and then that goes over. I think it's China that it ends up in because they use it for lots of different medical things. The rhino,
The
the
horn.
rhino horn gets used in all sorts of.
I think it's an aphrodisiac in
Right.
China. They use it for like fertility purposes.
and
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, in California, there is a law. If you hunt a bear, you have to use all of the bear. You have to have that bear tagged. You can't. So there's been a lot of Asian people who would go and get a hunting license in California, shoot a bear, and take specific parts out of the bear and leave the rest to rot.
Right.
And because of that, it was for some medicinal purpose, right? And so the game wardens caught on to it, and they said from here on off, if you get a bear tag, you are to use everything of the bear and nothing to waste. But you can't eat the brains or So it turned out that these Asians were killing the bear just to take the something with the stomach, and if somebody can look it up, it was the stomach and
What's this bear bile? Someone's saying bear bile.
Bear bile.
Yeah, bear bile.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Becky. Becky's
yeah.
saying bear bile. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just wild. Like, so they really started prosecuting them. They were taking their citizenship if they were here just to hunt. They were taking citizenships, taking the vehicles, taking firearms, taking their homes.
Crazy.
Yeah,
As well as they should.
yeah, sent them to jail. Like they were getting punished at the max of the law.
Apollo got his beer.
Apollo got his
Paulo
beer.
got his beer. Let's see where he sits it. He's probably going to sit it on.
No,
one
he's no. He's holding it.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
Oh, you're very
You're
quiet,
really.
Paul.
How about now?
Yeah.
How about
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a little
better.
better.
Yeah.
Too loud?
No, you can come up a little bit.
Up.
There we go.
All right.
Much better.
No, it's my Rockstar. I've been milking for 4 hours.
Oh,
there
okay.
you go.
About a
Milk that
drink left
thing.
to it.
Yeah. Well, shit. I mean, with that said about animals, if you guys like here in I was gonna say here in California, but in California there's a place called the Redwoods State Park. It's the tallest trees in North America, I think in the world probably. The
I don't
Redwood
know.
Forest. We have to double check
Yeah.
that.
I believe you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
think it's the oldest trees for sure.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely the oldest. What do you guys think about prehistoric animals? Like, I'm just gonna throw it out there for shits and giggles. What do you think if there was like a Brontosaurus or a T-Rex still like native to the lands? Do you think we'd be a different society with that type of predator or that animal around?
So in the Redwood National Park in California, the Hyperion is the tallest tree in the world.
That's what. Yeah, yeah. They're freaking giant too.
They're huge and they're old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how you guys
Is
think
that
about
the ones that people actually drive through?
Yeah.
drive?
Yes.
But that
Yes,
one fell.
I've
That
seen
one
them.
fell down a couple years back.
Ah,
Right.
did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
I've
one got-
seen that, and I thought, is that being doctored or is that real?
Oh no, it's real.
And then
No,
one of the
that's
guys
real.
offshore, when I was
you
looking at it,
I don't know what you mean.
the trunk is
They
so
drive
big.
through the trunk.
They drive.
Yeah,
through
we
the
did it
trunk.
as kids.
Yeah, we did it as kids. Yeah.
Our parents took us there.
So
If
is
you
it
bring-
like
if
one
you
of
could bring
those-
up pictures, Daryl, to
Because
yeah.
in Peru they have like walking trees, and they're not actually walking, but the trunk is like so many different bits.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
it's
I
not like a
saw those.
solid trunk; it's lots of bits, and then it moves because
Right.
it keeps
Yep.
growing bits and dropping bits. Is it like that?
yeah. No.
No.
She'll
I'll,
give,
I'll show it right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just stationary.
Oh.
yeah. But go
Let's
ahead.
go
What were you?
picture.
Yeah, I was just saying. You think society would be different if we had prehistoric fucking beasts roaming these
Roman?
lands?
I think we would have fucking.
Like Jurassic Park.
I think we would have wiped them out. I think we wipe everything out.
You don't think
Mark.
nobody would have owned a Brontosaurus?
I mean, if we did, it would be zoos. I don't think, or it would be somewhere like a sanctuary where you can't really get to them.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we see how that shit ends.
Exactly my point.
Man, Lamar, did you wake up watching? Is it like you woke up watching that show today? What was the name? It slipped my mind. They wanting dinosaurs.
Oh, which show is that?
Yeah, I'm curious now because you got my attention because I
What
always
was
thought
gonna
about it.
say? Man, I lost my thought. Sorry about that, guys.
It's
No,
because you're
that's-
fucking getting old, Apollo.
Yeah, that's what it
I mean, okay. Well, they
It
are
has been a long week.
in
Yes.
in Idaho, I believe. They are trying to bring back the woolly mammoth.
mammoth. Yeah, they got the blood, right?
Bicky, can you confirm that? I read an article that they are very close and or have an embryo for the woolly mammoth, and they will bring it back, and they're trying to do it
I think Wagyu said this.
here shortly.
At least we have woolly mammoth mice now. Oh. See, Wagyu's with me. He been waiting for dinosaurs to come back too since Jurassic Park. I'm just saying, if you drove up to a goddamn Brontosaurus, would you not just look in amazement and be like, "Can I have one?"
I think it's possible. I think science has figured out means to bring back a lot of
A lot of animals.
historic animals. I mean, I don't think they're going to be so interested in telling us.
So here is the
You imagine a
tree
pterodactyl
show.
just flying over?
Yeah, the land of the lost.
Yeah, I've
type
just
shit.
been. I've just pulled up the same pictures.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what we were looking at on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
because I was just
pretty
saying that.
nuts.
So that's like, and that's actually been cut out, obviously, by humans.
Yeah. So, but
I was
it was
picturing some natural beast of a tree
so they.
drive through.
But that thing is super tall.
Yeah,
That's huge.
it's
To fit a car like that, and
Yeah.
the tree is still be standing.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it's a big old tree.
Yeah, Wagyu
the
says
Chandler tree.
we're close to bringing back the woolly mammoth.
isn't
See, I
that
love that. I
crazy?
think that'd be so cool.
Yeah, just to
That's
see
so
that.
insane.
But they would have
But
to.
why?
think they would actually
Why
be in
are we doing this
context?
though?
I don't because we lost it.
Why?
I don't know, but I
But
want to
we
see
lost
it.
it.
No.
for a
No.
reason.
The reason why they want to bring it back is it did phenomenal things for the environment. I think that was the main thing. Wagyu or Bicky, Can you confirm that? But from what I read, when they roam this planet, they've done phenomenal things for the environment.
Vicky says no, we're not close.
So Wagyu
But then
and
that
Vicky
was
are
during
having
the
it
Ice
out.
Age, so everything was different.
He said they'd be saying we're close, but they're not.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I read an article on Google Card. There was a lab in Idaho that were super close. They even have a name for it, and they are waiting for something.
Sorry, I'm just reading
I
icing
see-
the
I
bodies.
see, yeah.
Drug lords with pet velociraptors will
Raptors.
become a thing.
You already got drug lords
there
that
was-
have hyenas.
Yep.
I don't see why they wouldn't have a velociraptor. Like,
No, not even hyenas. Remember we saw the YouTube clip where there was, I forget what country it was, but this dude had a fucking tiger or a lion or something with him in the car.
in the car.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
What was it? Was
it was
a
in
lion?
it was in Saudi Arabia.
Was it it was
Yeah.
a
But
I don't
there
remember
there
what it
is an
was.
African gang. There's an African. I don't know where they are. This was on Vice.
Right.
But there is an African gang that have something to do with hyenas, and they have them as pets. And these fucking hyenas
They're big.
are fucking huge.
They're
and
big.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
They're
it's a very violent gang too. Very violent gang. I'm never going to Africa, just so
Yeah.
y'all know.
I have no desire to see
great
the
topic show. I like
Yeah,
this.
this
Yeah.
is going all
This
over
is
the place.
really good.
Shit.
Speaking of Africa, we have been.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
have
have. Yeah, I mentioned that we were in
Yeah,
Kenya
that's
for that.
right,
I
you
mean, so
did.
we've seen hyenas up close.
Yeah.
But
Tuna.
the tuna, that was
Tuna?
Egypt.
That was
one when
Egypt.
you were
Oh,
calling
that
it
was
tuna.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
But the hyenas, we were in.
Masai Mara. No.
Was Masai Mara, but I'm trying to think of the place where it was. But we went out at night time because they says if you go and sit out the back of here, you may see hyenas coming because they put the scraps from the kitchen out the back for them.
Yeah.
And we could hear them chuckling and giggling and stuff in the bushes, but they wouldn't. They were too shy to come out. They just wouldn't come near the people.
Chuckling and giggling.
Yeah,
You
it
make
was-
it
you
sound
just
so
heard
cute.
this-
It wasn't chuckling or giggling. It was horrific.
Sounded a little bit like you guys when you do your.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
there you go.
That's more
but
of a
they
mod
do
than
laugh.
anybody.
Yeah.
They do laugh, but it's
Yeah.
evil.
I got a question for
Evil
I got a question for Apollo. Apollo, you said one of your dogs is getting old, right?
Yeah, they're both getting older, both over 10.
Do you think both dogs realize that they're getting close to their end? Like, can you see
The-
like
the
changing them?
Yeah, the German Shepherd definitely is, he's definitely deep in thought about it.
Like what's changed about him?
Yeah, I mean, he's just in his, thought because he can't move around like he used to, and
Yeah.
run up fences and
You
chase
can tell.
squirrels. And
Yeah.
Oh, so he definitely knows his body is like these animals know what's going on with their
They have
bodies,
to
man.
know.
Max dissociated from us a little bit.
He did, yeah. It was strange.
Max was attached to me like a limpet, and in the last,
Yeah, the
6
last sort of
months?
6 months,
he stopped coming through to lie. He would just lie on the floor.
He would just go and lie on his own, and it was like I think it was just his way of detaching, or I think he didn't want to detach from us. I think it was his way of detaching
Letting us
himself
detach.
from us,
Yeah.
so it didn't. But it was always going to hurt anyway. So
Right.
Yeah.
But so it wouldn't be so bad. I
yeah,
imagine.
it was like I think it was just his way of saying, "Leave me alone. It's my
Signing out.
thing. I'm
Yeah.
dealing with it." Yeah.
Which it I often think when I look at my dog in his eyes, I know there's something more to him that I can see. We're only taught to understand what we can see, not what we can't see. And Apollo Hanzo said something that hit home was his dogs notice things that Apollo couldn't see. Which it's like, do dogs have a soul? Can they see other animals? Can they see their old companion? Are they barking at people? Because I've seen a couple of YouTube clips where people own animals and they're like, there's something in the corner of my house. My
Right.
dog's just looking at it and barking. He never done this before. What's in that corner? And they would look either scared or highly interested. And if it moved, the dog moved, and it would freak the owners out.
Does. I had that at my grand's house. My granddad had died, and anytime Max went into my grand's house, he barked at a corner.
Yeah, it was weird. I
They gotta
forgot
say
about that. I
something.
forgot about that.
I wonder what spectrum can they see in?
Oh,
The
wow.
dogs.
How many spectrums?
Yeah. And what they hear
Well,
and
their
what they smell.
Yeah.
Their senses must just be like,
their ears are so sensitive.
yeah.
Here when it's like July 4th and like a week prior, we start medicating Saren because the big booms of the fireworks, it just tears him up.
And it doesn't sound loud in our home, but to him, that is
loud.
raging.
Yeah. Well, they can hear like sound levels that we can't.
Yeah.
Do
yeah.
dogs see in black and white? Is that a myth?
I don't know.
I think that's
they say it, but I mean, I don't know. After these high definition TVs came out, I'm pretty sure they can see in color.
yeah.
The way
Because
they
you get
react
these
and-
people that put different colours in front of them and say the colour, and the dog
Yeah.
knows which one to go to.
I also
people
saw a
in
thing
the
that-
80s. They used to say that was because of the dye that the things were made out of.
Huh.
Oh.
So that's what they were saying in the 80s, because they would do that, training, right? Get the blue
Yeah,
dumbbell
yeah.
under the yellow pail. Remember
Yeah.
that, Scott? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they said back then, but I'm pretty sure that, and
Yeah.
even if it's in grayscale, there's going to be, huge
Shades.
shades of it. And they do have pretty good eyesight.
Yeah, it said. Well, Google says dogs can discern blues and yellows.
Blues
Right,
and
okay.
yellows.
So
There was something I read, might be nonsense, but they could see like, not infrared, but like heat. So when they sniff other dogs' pee, they can actually see something. Like a night vision camera that lights hot spots, almost like that. So they could see it as well as smell it.
Like a heat.
So like heat, like
a
night vision,
Yeah,
infrared,
infrared,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was probably nonsense. It was just something I read, but it was quite interesting.
Was it on
So
Facebook?
if they can see heat, they can see energy.
I'm joking.
well, it says
exactly.
Yeah, it says dogs are able to sense the thermal radiation coming from warm bodies or weak thermal radiation.
Fucking hell!
And
so
they
they're
can
seeing
also
something.
Wow.
direct their behavior according to the signal. So yeah. They
So if
can.
the signal is aggressive or
So it's an evil demon that
has
can
bad
they know.
intentions,
Yeah.
wow.
Which is the reason why, like, when Saren fucking barks in the middle of the night, I'm like,
You get
please let
freaked
there
out.
be. Well, I'm like, please let there be something outside.
Yeah, not in here.
yeah.
Please, dude.
Morning, Kent Spong, darling.
Kid.
Now he's a man we need to get into here because he's a dog lover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. He probably watches. Kent knows his dogs.
He's
Like
going to
he
school
watches
all
them.
you guys on that dog stuff when he comes
Right.
in.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So wait a minute. So if like Wagyu said, if you had multiple balls that a dog would play with or a chew toy, is he going by the smell that he last scented on it, and that's how he can tell them apart, or is he actually seeing the difference
I
in
think
color?
maybe both, because if you notice a lot of the dog stuff that you can buy, especially balls, they're like reds. And
I think with Zach, I think with him it's more texture,
And shape.
shape and texture. It's
My
it's
dogs
how
have,
it
like-
sits in his mouth.
My dogs, I always give them stuffies and stuff. So, they
Oh,
get
yeah.
stuffed animals. So it's like, go grab your bear. He's going to go grab the bear. Go grab your giraffe. He's going to go
oh
grab
my
the
God,
giraffe.
Apollo! Yes, no. Apollo is spot on.
He's
No,
spot on.
He's
Go
spot
grab
on
your
because Saren has two toys or three toys that he loves. One is a big rope.
Yep.
One is a elk,
Yep.
and the other one is a dog, a little stuffed dog that I just found. I think it was in a parking lot. I was like, oh, look
Right.
at this. It was just
Yeah.
literally sitting, and I brought it home, and he loved it. I can tell this dog, go get me your elk.
And he goes straight for the elk.
And he goes for
yeah,
the
that
elk.
is true. I've witnessed that.
Every
Or
time.
I could tell him, go get me your rope. And he'll go get the rope.
Yeah, I've seen that shit.
It's
It's funny because he
insane.
understands a lot of English. Like you train him to understand. Like you put your hand on his butt to sit with that word. Yeah, but that means he knows English. It's not so much by the hand anymore.
But he knows both. He knows Russian and English.
And
Yeah.
Oh wait, real quick. Wookie says dogs actually have poor daylight vision, but it's improved at night. They also tend to be long-sighted, meaning they can see things from a distance better than up close.
Oh wow!
That's crazy. Don't get me started on the horse's eyes.
The monocular
Right.
vision. is something
Monocular
crazy.
vision. Which is wow.
Wagyu's
Telescope- they
also
got, like,
said
two telescoping.
Yeah.
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 Wagyu's also said dogs actually know tons of words if you stop to write them down.
Well, they say the average dog knows between 500 or 550 to 500 words by the time it's 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then
crazy.
And then a smart dog like a German Shepherd or like my Dachshund or something, they can learn like 2,500 words in their lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah, the poodle is supposed to be amazing at learning.
I wonder what
Words.
Saren's breed is, because that fucker does know
Well,
how
he's
to
a sight
piss
hound.
you out.
He's a sight hound and he's Rhodesian.
God.
Yeah.
When he was, oh my
They do say dogs are like their female owners, you know.
God, fuck
Yeah,
off.
they are.
No,
Show.
they don't.
Thank you.
That felt like that hurt, actually.
Hurt more than him.
Yeah. She said, fuck off. Show. Instantaneously.
Done.
You get fucked up.
Yep.
When Saren was a puppy, this dude, oh my God, he drove me insane. I would tell him to go sit in his bed, and he would go next to his bed. And I said, no, sit in your bed.
And he'll
And-
put a foot on the bed.
Or he'd move his butt. No, he'd move his butt so his tail was
be
touching.
on the bed. Yeah.
And then we were like, no, sit in your bed. And then he started with one fucking foot in the bed.
20
and we're
times
like,
later.
oh my God,
Yeah.
Saren, in your
a
bed.
habitual line stepper.
Yeah, he is.
And then finally, eventually, he got all his body on the bed. And then he would just look at you with this one little look. And then he would drape his front paw off of the
Yeah.
Yep.
bed.
put it
And I'm
there.
like,
Damn,
you
yeah.
Just to fuck
goddamn
with you.
bastard.
And then when I get up and I go, oh, we got a problem? He'll hurry up and
And put the
collect
bed-
himself.
yeah.
And then he'll
And
go.
then put it in the bed.
And then he'll go.
Yeah, we get that one from Zach. Yeah, our German Shepherd. We get that from him.
God. The attitude on this dog
Yeah.
is just
Yeah.
wild.
I'm like, man.
But when he did that when he was a puppy and the whole bed thing and just putting a pot drove me fucking nuts. But then we sat back and we're like, okay, well, this breed is meant to think on their,
on their own, they have to be.
Yeah.
Like we can't be pissed at him because
you can't steal
he's
his confidence,
yeah.
and you can't. Yeah, you can't.
He's pushing the buttons. He's
Kid with Nelly. Execute order 66 means
Yeah.
go get the tennis ball.
I remember one night we were sitting downstairs and Apollo, I don't know how your German Shepherd is, but both the ones that we've had, if they get an itch, they get obsessed with it and they scratch and they scratch and they scratch. So we quash it very quickly because Max was terrible. He would keep scratching himself until he bled.
No.
And they do seem to be quite obsessive in nature, German Shepherds.
Yeah.
And there was one afternoon we were sitting down in the front room and Zach's scratching away and I'm like, Zach, stop. And he scratches away. Zach, stop. And I just went, will you stop? And he just stopped and he put his head down on the coffee table and just went, and that completely broke Shona because she was like, oh my God.
My poor dog.
Yeah. Oh my
It
God.
was just this completely girly whimper that came out of it.
It's like, have you ever had a fucking itch so bad and you get told to stop?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you to stop when you're scratching your balls. If you like it. You'd probably make that same sound, Scotty.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
God.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
So-
you can certainly hurt their feelings, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Put a poll up. Put a poll up.
Oh, hurt their feelings? Good.
My horse
God.
back in the day hurt my feelings so bad because I was fucking hungry that day. I had just peeled the Snickers, and I was talking to my brother.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
no matter as I turned around,
Uh-huh.
he fucking ate
Ate
that
that,
shit out of my
yeah,
hand
head.
so fast.
Yeah.
And I looked at him, paper and all, and I was like, you motherfucker. Just open that goddamn thing. And
he
since
went,
when
"Ah."
do horses eat goddamn candy bars?
They shouldn't. They shouldn't. What was the poll that you wanted
Put the
me to-
poll up. Do animals have a soul? Do you think an animal has a soul?
Oh, I know what I'm
That's the silly.
voting.
Well, yeah, they all animals have a soul.
I agree.
The question is do they have a spirit?
Ooh, so should I change it?
Yeah,
I thought
all
that was the
animals have
same
a
thing.
soul.
Yeah.
Even science will tell you that.
Yeah.
But is that the same thing? A
It's
spirit
different.
and a soul?
A soul and a spirit is different things.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll put, do animals have
Explain.
a spirit?
Explain, Apollo.
Well, your soul is part of your consciousness.
Okay.
So, all animals have consciousness, whether they're a little rabbit or, whatever they're doing. If they're an ant, right? They have consciousness. I got to go to work. I got to gather for my army. So they all have a thought process.
Yeah, they're conscious. Yep.
So
Yeah.
that's our soul.
Okay.
Our spirit is what might happen to us when this is over.
Right. Shedding the body to become spirit.
So what's your belief, Apollo? Do you think
I think they do.
you
I
think
think
everything
they do.
has a spirit in that form? Is it safe to say if it bleeds, it has a spirit? If it's alive, it has some sort of spirit, some sort of connection to the universe?
That's to you, Apollo.
Or I think he's on mute, or he lost audio.
No. Apollo, can you hear us? Apollo, go like this because I'm looking at his screen.
I don't think-
Apollo,
I don't think he can
you
hear
hear us? You can't hear us? Huh.
Or
Show, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's you, Apollo.
Yeah, we can't hear him. I think that's what it is.
I can't hear you guys.
Oh, there
no,
you go.
No,
What
no,
happened?
No.
There
He
you go.
can't hear
He
us.
can't hear us.
Oh. Damn.
Putting it in the chat that it's on his end. That's weird.
What's wrong?
Is it just you he can't hear? Can he hear me? No.
Ask him.
No.
Sit.
Yeah. Apollo, can you hear us? No.
Oh, something came back there.
Oh.
I think he's having issues on his end.
Yep.
It'll be a spirit animal.
Ah.
And speaking of, I'm looking out our window and I just keep seeing a bunch of ravens flying over this tree right
That
now.
is not
Really?
good.
Jeez. They probably heard our conversation.
I got a split in 10 minutes. I got food being dropped off at the door. So, damn.
I'm gonna.
You know, when
you confirm
ravens
what Ken-
caw, it sounds like they're saying "ka." Like "ka." Do you think up in like
room from. I'm gonna.
in samurai's way they do "car,
Oh,
car"?
Car. Hey, real quick, off topic. They're going to pick up Butch
Okay.
and Suni, the astronauts up in space.
Oh yeah.
They're docking here shortly, and they're going to be bringing her back home. So they said that these two, because they're on a 9-month sabbatical up there, they will not be able to walk for quite some time, and they're really concerned about Sunny's health. Like she already had a health problem up there, and they were only supposed to be there for like, I want to say
A couple of days.
9 days.
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
bone loss.
they got
and
bone
everything.
loss. They got all kind of issues going on
Yeah.
with them. So be thinking about them when they come back, because they got to fight Earth's gravity. Think about that shit as you're having a bad day.
Craig.
Yeah,
Gravity's gonna get them down.
Oh, one way or another.
Damn, Craig, can
Yeah.
you keep anything civil? What's Craig's
And inertia will hold them back. Very good. I like it.
Oh my God. In a
Yeah,
nutshell.
Apollo, you just seem to disappear, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that.
Yeah, he's not sure himself.
Kent, are you still wanting to do what we have planned for after chatting with the Dixons? Let us know. If you are, then we'll let chat know. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I think we take animals for granted. I used to love watching National Geographics and going, man,
yeah.
what makes us any different from these things I'm looking at right now?
Oh, my
you know,
God.
they have to eat to stay alive. They have to eat. Most of them have to eat flesh. Only very few have to need to eat plants. You know, And what amazed me was that horses only eat vegetation and they pack on the muscle that they do.
Bullshit. They eat Snickers too. Hear that bullshit? Vegetation, my ass. That motherfucker likes chocolate and caramel in my and peanuts. Shit. They only eat
That's
vegetation.
actually Zach's favourite treat, peanuts. Because I was telling you we rehomed him.
Oh, that's
and we
right.
got him
Yeah,
at
yeah,
10
yeah.
months old, and it was a lot of training at the start to get him good and to get him to not so much trust people, but just know what you were saying to him, really, wasn't it?
Just people as well.
And we used peanuts as the unsalted peanuts, but we used them as basically, if he would do something right, we would give him a little peanut, and it was just something that we thought, well, it's not going to pile on the weight on him, because you can just give him a handful of peanuts, but not give him just give him one at a time as a treat.
Right.
And any time now that we have peanuts in the house or have a little bowl of peanuts between the two of us, he's there and he's just drooling at the mouth.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can't help but not give him them. Hey, you've got to give him them. Yeah, peanuts is a big thing with animals.
It is. Like our dog just loves peanut butter. He just goes
Yeah.
bonkers for it.
Yeah.
but is it good for them?
I don't know. I really have no idea, but they
It's
love
bad
it.
for them.
When we have to give him medication,
Right.
he'll
Vets-
only take it with peanut butter.
Right. Vets always say, give your dog this medication and put it in peanut butter.
Right.
Yeah.
And we give him the crunchy version so he can't tell if there's anything wrong with
Us
it.
too.
Yeah, because the creamy, he was like, wait a minute, there's something hard in here. I'm not eating this. He's just too smart.
Max was like that at the start. Remember when we were giving him meds, we tried peanut butter, we tried cheese, squeezing it in the centre of cheese, and somehow he'd managed to eat this whole lump of cheese that you'd give him, but then right at the very end, after he finished eating the cheese, he would just go and spit this tablet back out on the floor again.
He's like,
You're
yeah,
"Oh,
thank you.
shit."
Yeah. But I'm not eating that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We actually got smart and just started crushing everything up and
Yeah.
just mixing it in versus letting it be in this one solid, thing in there that's just not right.
Right.
Yeah.
Could I say
I
you're
just go for
missing-
the greed.
go
Hide
for
it in
the wh-
ham and then, I know he's greedy. So I'll hide it in a bit of ham, but then have another piece of ham dangled above his head. So he'll swallow that piece whole so quick to get the next piece that he won't even know.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah, I don't know what dog doesn't like a good piece of fucking ham.
Has your dog ever tried to protect you from a person that was shady or just not right?
I don't think he's had
I
to.
think he's had to.
There was that one woman that appeared out of it and she gave you a right bollocking for it, but then apologised afterwards. Yeah, there was one time Shona was walking him in the morning and one woman just appeared. It was pitch black. It was dark in the morning. It's just sort of winter time in the UK. And this woman just appeared out of an alleyway with her dog, and Zach shit himself as much as you did, really, didn't he? And Shona says he just lost the plot.
Yeah.
And this woman was screaming at Shona to get the dog under control. He was on a lead. What do you mean, get him under control? But she apologised. I think the woman had just gotten such a fright herself.
Right.
It was just one of those situations. But whereas Max, he was so placid with like Zach's a protector. He'll sit at the gate, won't he? And he really just, he's constantly in protect mode. Whereas Max was a bit more laid back, the one that's passed now. But there was one time we were clearing out a cupboard, remember, in the house, and I found this old shower cap that Shona had in this cupboard. And I decided to pull this thing on my head and walked into the kitchen and just said to Shona, what the fuck is this? And Max just lost the plot with me. He couldn't even see that because I'd put this thing over my head.
Right.
He just went absolutely
and you put a
nuts.
stupid voice on.
I did put a silly voice on. But that's the only time we've ever seen either of them really sort of react with anything.
I think our dog was in protection mode with the wife 3 years ago. I think she walked out of our apartment at the time.
Oh yes.
And there was a
an unscrupulous couple.
Oh, I like when you say that.
Scrupulous character.
Unscrupulous. That's a good
They
way.
were characters. Characters.
It was a character,
Characters.
an unscrupulous character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, they
and,
were.
And he about lost his mind, right? Like you couldn't even control
On
him.
2 different occasions.
Yeah.
So there was one, it was in the apartments that we lived in Washington. And there was one guy who lived in the apartments, and
That's funny, Prometheus. We had one too. Just as mean.
Yeah, I was just
But it
reading
tricked
that,
you.
yeah.
It tricked you to come in. Yeah, go ahead.
And it wouldn't let you out.
yeah, those are the best guard dogs.
Yeah.
And so I like when I first saw this gentleman, it was without Saren, and I got a weird vibe from this person. And my instincts, and Lamont will tell you, are spot fucking on, and I'm never wrong. When I tell him something, I'm like, babe, X, Y, and Z, and then he'd be like, no, you're just too judgmental. I'm like, nah, and then I'm usually right. It's weird. I've had that since a kid, and I saw this gentleman, and I got there's just like the worst feeling ever about this guy. And I'm like, I need to stay away from him as much as I can, not even cross the same sidewalk with him. I was taking Saren out one day to go for a walk and go potty, and Saren spotted this gentleman.
Same guy.
Same guy. And he was walking towards us. And the hair on the back of his spine
Just that
stood,
part
just
that
the ridge,
ridge
grows the opposite way. Yeah.
stood up, and his ears were on point, and all you can hear is growling, and it was the most deep and intense growl that it like scared me. I was like, what's going on? And Saren is trained off leash. And so what Saren did is he completely stopped me from walking, walked immediately in front of me, almost tripped me, stopped me from walking, circled me 3 times, and stood right in front of me, staring at this guy. The whole time his eyes were on this gentleman, and the whole time he was walking to where, I don't know if I think he was going to his car. Saren was staring at him, growling the whole time.
What he was saying was, that's your ass, Mr. Postman.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. And that dude, every time he saw me, whether it was with Saren or not, he went the other way.
Yeah.
He literally
Yeah,
did. He never,
I want him too.
ever.
I would- yeah, and
I'm
he-
ever.
like, I'm not going to test this dog's fucking
Right.
gumption.
Yep.
Yeah. And he's a big dog. I heard him
is.
bark so deep and growl so low, I felt that shit in my chest. I was like, what is going on? Scared the shit out of me
It's
and the wife.
scary
You weren't
to
here.
hear him.
You weren't here, but
You were
there
in
was,
California.
No.
Wasn't
There was
even-
one night here in Indiana. Her and I are sound asleep. And if you don't own a Rhodesian Ridgeback, they never bark unless
You never hear 'em,
someone
ever.
is
Yeah.
around your territory. And he
He
gave
only
out,
barks when there's a reason.
first he gave out a growl that just woke me up out of my
it's-
sleep. So you can
oh
only
my-
imagine what that is.
God, it gives me shivers.
And when a hair goes up on him, you know it's action time. Then he gave out 4 or 5 thunderous fucking barks that would literally
We
shake
could
a
feel
man
it.
to the
We
core.
felt it. When
right?
he barked, we felt it in our chest.
And as soon as he did that, we're checking the cameras. I got my firearm.
I got mine.
She's got her firearm. I'm like, turn the flashlights off, turn all the lights off. Let's figure out what's going on.
And it was
I
something
got
in the
into
backyard.
tactical mode real quick.
And it was something in the backyard.
And it was
'cause
something in the
he was
backyard,
staring
and he
out
was
there.
following it. Like, we couldn't see it, but he was following it through the complete backyard. We still don't know what it
We
was.
have no idea. Still to
It
this
never
day.
it never showed
clue.
up on the cameras, but he was on
Camera
it.
was never triggered, but
Yeah.
he was staring at the
That-
patio.
Ooh-wee.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
you could tell he was just trying to warn us. It was one of the most tensest moments.
I don't think we went back to sleep that night.
No.
As if I would have heard that, I would have did a Sith Samurai. Would have went slow, slow,
Yeah. Bye.
That would have been me just tearing ass about it.
Oh my God. That's why whenever Saren barks, we immediately grab the gun and watch the cameras.
Right? Shit.
Immediately, because that dude doesn't bark for no reason.
We live out in the countryside, so
Oh,
cute
that's
is
how
that?
Saren used to look like.
that's how he used to look when he was little.
Shit.
He literally looked like that. Oh
Yeah.
my
It's got wee
God.
wrinkly hair.
See, and he makes you want him.
Yeah.
But as they get older, you'll never want to own another fucking dog again. I promise.
Rourke, I like what Rourke is saying. He's partial to the pug. You know, they crossbreed a pug with a beagle. I forgot what they call it, a peagle or something like that.
Puggle.
A puggle.
A puggle.
Cutest fucking dog.
Yeah.
And they don't have that breathing problem because beagles have the
'cause
longer
they-
snout.
Show a full-grown Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I have a picture of Saren. Let me get a picture of Saren. I think I have one in my email.
Did you know that they bred
Bugle.
was a-
That's what they're called. A
Bugle?
bugle.
Jesus.
they bred
Beautiful little dog.
Yeah, it was a bulldog and a Shih Tzu.
Bullshit.
They called it a bullshit. Yeah.
They call it bullshit.
God damn it, Scotty.
I already knew where he was going with this. Yeah, that was not funny.
Sorry, Mum.
Jeez.
Show, you know what to do.
Look, he even got you doing it now.
Shit. He's flinching already. God damn it.
I'm taking love in this game now. Shit.
It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, but wait.
You two
that
are meant to
means-
be my bros. Now you're taking the sides with a hose.
Wait.
Yo!
Show. Thank you. Thank you.
That means she could send the same fucking order over here. Fuck.
I'm still with you there, Scotty. I'm still with you, buddy.
Good man. I'll get those soap bubbles ready.
I
for
was
you
just
later,
gonna
man.
say, give me your plane ticket. We can just both
Irish
watch
soap.
the soap suds run down the crack of our asses.
Rourke said you're absolutely right. Yep. That breeding probably saved that fucking dog's life.
All right, we're approaching our 6 o'clock hour. Are we doing?
Okay, Kent has responded, and I think he's
He
working.
said, I think so, yeah.
He's trying.
He's working on the audio issue right
Oh, right,
Okay.
yeah.
now. So we can buy Kent some time.
Do that. I got.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You take care of your boys. Go see your boys.
I'll catch you guys later tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a finish of the great show. And Apollo, get your shit worked out. You always got some technical difficulties going on over there. Get your shit worked out, my
Yeah,
boy.
last night was wild too. Him and Viral Beats were going through some issues.
Yep. And then Rourke, hell yeah, boy, you get these pugs out here, these pogaloogles. That's what you mix with a pug in the poodle. Puggle noodles.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what that is, but
That's
I
what
don't
they
know
do
what
in
it is
Austria.
either.
It's like, that's Puddaloo.
Yeah.
That's those Behringer dogs. They're Behringer dogs, and they're going to MERS.
We're gonna get all of our puggle noodles to MERS, and we're gonna crossbreed all kind of goddamn pugs with Mercians.
And we got little Uli Behringer dogs running around here, and Lamar's driving the car to MERS.
That's
and
right.
oh Jesus!
We're gonna get ketchup tea bags, and we're gonna go to MERS, and
We're going to catch up T-Bag all the way there.
get some fake Behringer steaks because they last a great long while because they're fake.
My clothes are fake. They're Behringer made.
Oh my God! What did I?
Everything is knockoff. Even my wife is part Behringer.
Berger. What did I say earlier?
I bought a Behringer turbo from my car because my turbo went out, and it went out again because it was Behringer product.
Hey, I'm not even processing real food anymore. I'm just processing Behringer steaks, and my fecal matter isn't even real. Oli.
What Goose says, I want to see a pic of the Yuli fembots. I think it's just him in a wig with makeup on.
Oh my God! Okay, I have 2 great pictures of Saren. So let me get this one first.
A Behringer blower.
Look at. Oh, what happened to where's Scotty? What happened to Scotty? Where did Scotty go?
He probably hit the wrong button.
God damn it, Scotty.
Look at that dog. Look at him.
Oh, there he is.
Half
There's
off,
Scotty.
half on.
Yeah, it just completely
What
kicked
happened?
us out
What,
again.
kicked
That's the second time that's happened tonight.
That's weird.
That's Jerry fucking around.
Yeah, it is, Jerry.
Oh, look at
Look
him.
at how cute it is. Look at that. That's him chillaxing in his
Very much.
his bed.
You know, I'm looking at him lying in that bed, and I can just see him putting that paw back on the floor as if to say,
It just drove me insane.
I'm trying to see if I have another
beautiful
one.
color.
Oh, I have another great,
He looks sassy.
a better picture of him.
And he creeps too. He'll like creep through the house and
He was creeping on us earlier today.
he'll show you half of his head and one eye
Oh my
and look
God.
at you for like 30 minutes if he needs to.
So we went out. It's hard for us to pick up his poop in the yard in the wintertime because it just keeps getting covered up in the snow and it's just too fucking cold to go out there. So it was beautiful today. So we're like, okay, we're done working out, and I'm like, okay, babe, I'm gonna go pick up all his crap from this winter season. And so we walked the whole yard and picked it up, and then this dude, Saren, decides to hide behind our we have what is the AC unit thing called, babe, in the room?
Oh, the ductless AC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In our bedroom. So the unit that goes outside, he hid behind the unit and sat there, and all you saw was his head around the corner, and he was just staring at us. And I go, babe. He's like, what? I go, look behind you. And he looks over, he's like, what the fuck is he doing? I'm like, he's being a fucking creep. That's what he's doing. He's a freaking creeper.
a strange fucking dog, man.
And then this is him.
Oh,
Look at how
wow.
beautiful he is. Look at that.
Oh, I love that
He's
picture.
stunning, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And look at that.
Color, look at his colors.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
To boop his nose.
Right.
Oh, that
do wanna
dog
go
is
boop.
insane.
Yeah, he's the smartest little
Now, what was
shit
it? What was
ever.
it you said? You have to be careful. You said if
Oh,
he'll
you
let
can't-
he'll
you
nudge
can't-
you with his nose if he wants you to pat him.
Yes.
But if-
Yeah, you can't go up to him and just pet him, or
Yeah.
he'll bite you for sure. So if he doesn't nose bunt you to see if you're okay, then you could pet him if he nose bunts you. But if he
Yeah.
doesn't do that,
Don't touch him.
I wouldn't go stick my hand out.
Nope.
So is that only the first time he meets you, or is that every
The-
time?
yes,
you meet
that's
him?
the first time
The first
he meets you.
time.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
'Cause
once he's got your scent and he knows you're
Yes.
okay, he's fine.
Yeah, he's trying to understand who you are and who you are to the family. Like,
And why are you
Yeah.
allowed in the pack?
but if he walks up to you and he's on like his ears are boxed out and he's got this growl about him,
Yeah, don't.
yeah. Normally, one of us would
What you
say,
best to do? You best just to stand your ground, but just don't try.
"Don't
to
look at him.
No, don't look at him.
Don't look at him."
Don't.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't boop
Yeah.
his nose.
Yeah, he's always had that issue where if you don't look at him and he circles around you and he just bumps you,
Then you're
then you
good.
know you're
Yeah.
good. But and that was taught to us with the people who sold him to us when we
so
got
that's-
on there.
It's actually a Rhodesian ridgeback
It's
thing.
a trait.
Yeah,
Right.
It's a
okay.
trait. Yeah.
yeah,
And there he is sunbathing in the summer.
yeah. But yeah, it could be a scary thing. Normally, Marilyn and I will catch it before
Yeah.
anybody that comes to the house knows,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll hurry up and get on them and get them back.
But we try not to reprimand him. Just remove him from the situation because
Yeah.
we don't want to
Yeah.
train that out of him. That's
No.
what keeps us all safe. So we let him, like, if he's barking and he's growling and we're on walks, we don't correct that behavior because
Yeah.
he's protecting us and he's doing it for a reason.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. This freaking smart dog.
Yeah.
So we don't train that out of him
Nope.
at all. We actually give him treats and cookies for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apollo, you're back.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think it was something with the Streamyard interface.
Oh, that's
well,
weird.
we've been kicked out of Streamyard twice tonight.
Yeah, that's really weird. I don't know why it does that.
Okay.
And that was just recently. That must be Uncle Jerry.
I'm trying to get my stuff back together, man. Everything got so messed up last night with the boys
Yeah.
coming over and jamming. I'm rerouting now, and then I did have a little piece of Behringer gear that somebody left here that was plugged in, so I think that might have had something to do with it.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
That was a joke.
Behringer,
Yeah,
Behringer,
no,
Behringer.
I'm sure it was, Paulo. I'm sure it was. Okay.
Kent, you got audio?
You
Kent?
got audio, Kent? Are we good?
No, you don't. I don't hear a
He's taking
fucking
No,
thing.
I'm taking a
He's
piss.
taking
Sorry.
a
Yeah,
piss. I knew
fucking
it. I
figured,
knew
yeah.
it.
Knew it. What about your machines? Can we hear your machines?
I have no idea.
Well,
Let's
hit
hear
a
it.
fucking
Try it.
key.
Oh, hang on
3,
a second. Hang on a
2,
second. That means I've got to click on.
1.
Hang on a second. I've got
God
to click on bloody
damn it.
things now.
Fucking
Oh, God.
Fucking hell, mate.
Jesus.
Oh, you know, Ken, I watched Matt's video with the bullseye. That is fucking superb. Have you not seen it? In your pubness when you were,
Yeah.
and it was like Robbie at one point goes in 1.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that,
yeah,
Scotty.
and,
Yeah.
then Matt says, "Keep it tight." Oh, what was it? Keep it tight and you'll be fucking all night. It's a cock ring.
It's, yeah. Oh my God. Matt
Good
Matt is brilliant capturing those little segments.
Oh, it's so,
I'm like,
so good.
oh my God.
Matt spends the time to do it. Though.
Yeah, but he's there and watching, so I know
Yeah.
he's time stamping shit. Like,
Right.
okay, I got this one, I got this one, I got this one.
Hang on a sec.
It's hilarious.
And the thing is, he keeps his face so deadpan when he does it as well.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's
Well,
too
even
funny.
I'm not hearing it.
Oh, well,
That's
not
pretty good going. Let's try that again,
There we
shall
go. So the poll is done, right? And so everybody voted yes except for one person, and Wagyu said, "Who voted no? I'm coming for you."
Why Google will find your ass. You better cop up now. You don't want that man looking for you at all. Which
Oh, I've never seen any poll.
You were away, I answered it.
which
did you?
Wagyu,
Shotoka, right?
which Wagyu, I am desperately trying to get myself to finish that Cyberpunk 2077. I'm gonna do it sooner or later. I see you having fun on that.
Didn't Cyberpunk? They brought it back. Wasn't that the one that?
Yeah, it
took
was
a
shit in the beginning, but
They
that's-
fixed it
Nelly.
finally.
They worked
Is that
it.
Nelly barking, kid?
Someone bargained.
I haven't even got MIDI.
Damn.
No MIDI.
For God's sake, what's going on, man?
You've got snot.
Oh, look at the poopers. Saren is so tired from our walk and him running around and stuff. When I went inside the house to go use the restroom, he normally runs out and is super excited. He literally just
Can
peeked
hear
his-
that, Ken.
Yeah, we can
You
hear
can
that.
hear that?
Yeah.
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 Hang on
He
a
just
second.
peeked his head out of the bed and was like, okay, bye. Went right back to
It's
sleep.
raining. He would be one dog I would want to bring
Yep.
with us to
And
Scotland.
effects now.
Oh, yeah, we can hear that.
There you go.
Yay.
Well, that means that everything else will work if I had any form
MIDI.
of MIDI, but that's gone.
How is that gone?
I don't know. It's not finding. Hang on a minute. Let's call up a MIDI track and go, right, what MIDI connections do you have? Oh, apparently you have fuck all. It's not seen one single keyboard in this room.
Pretty
Are you
sure
Mac
it
or
didn't.
PC, kid?
Hmm?
Are you Mac,
Mac.
or PC?
Mac. Yeah, I went to Mac Studio because apparently they go, oh no, Windows, you get loads of problems. I didn't get problems.
Right.
Now I
okay.
get problems.
That's weird.
No,
Go
I
back
did
to
get
your
problems on
PC.
Windows. No, I did on the PC. It was
Oh,
a
okay.
nightmare as well.
Yeah.
It's just computers are a nightmare. End of.
They're great when they're running. They're like cars.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
What? What happened?
hang on, just see if Fiona's there.
He did some shit.
Um,
Damn, I can't.
I started a conversation with a chap in Leicester today.
Don't tell me you're selling your car. Why am I whispering?
Yeah, you're miles away. What's the matter with you? What?
I was going to ask that, Marlon.
I was like, should I whisper too?
I know. I was like, well, Ken was whispering. I was like, should we all be whispering?
Going and standing in the front room watching television going, what did she say?
What did I tried to whisper.
No, it's a guy. It's 2 years old. It's a midnight blue Mustang 500 GT.
And you didn't. You didn't.
Not
You
yet. No,
fucking
not yet.
did. Not yet.
Oh, I didn't.
But
Not
you're
yet.
going to.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Don't you want to like save some money first, Kent, and make sure?
Ken,
what?
don't you want to pay your bills?
For what?
Food? Electricity?
Mate,
No, Ken,
I
you
had
just
one
go
of
get
my...
that you just go get that card, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn it, Apollo.
I had one of my, I don't know what they are. Call it a turn, a moment. But I woke up this morning, I couldn't remember a thing about what happened yesterday
Damn.
or the day before. But also in my mind, it felt that it was weeks ago.
Right. Yeah.
And
Well,
it's taken me all day to go, oh, yeah, I remember what I did yesterday.
You do
now.
have that thing that we're not supposed to know that you might have, so there might be more funds coming in. So yeah, you know.
There is that.
I guess,
There is
yeah,
that.
you know,
There is
it's
that.
But you can't spend it before you have it, Kent. That's
True,
like the
very
rule.
Yeah, watch
true.
me.
Kent's like, did you not see my donation to the horse rescue?
Basically, on my headstone, it's going to say, Kent Spong. He spent it before he got it.
Done. Kent lived his best fucking life, and that's all
Right.
that matters.
Yeah.
And like Angie in the chat said, do it, Kent.
Do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, do it.
Do it.
Fucking do it.
Get the
It's
card, Kent.
beautiful.
What year is it, Ken?
It's 2 years old.
Oh,
She's only two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
And
it, is, it, has, it got, has it got the pinstripes up, or is it just pure
No,
blue?
it's not a Shelby version. To be honest with you, the Shelby version is a bit flash.
Yeah.
If you get the Shelby version, it's going, look at me, I'm a complete wanker.
Oh my God, fucking
That's why I
Wagyu.
thought you'd maybe buy it.
yeah.
Kent,
At least without the stripes, it goes, oh, look at me, I'm a wanker.
Kent,
Yeah.
this,
But not a
this
complete
is-
one. Sorry, darling, what?
Look, oh my God, this is amazing. Look at what Wagyu said. Just watch your streams to find out what you did, Kent.
There's a good shout.
Yes. Actually,
It's like a
I
daily
know-
diary,
Yeah,
isn't
diary.
it?
I
Yeah.
know that about 40 people tune in to watch me swear at a synth.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think I would sit there and watch me repair a synth. It'd be like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you-
Maybe because I go, no, don't bother changing that chip. It doesn't work. No, you're going to change it anyway. Okay, right. Wasted.
Yeah,
time.
because you kind of speak away to yourself as you're doing it. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, you have to. It stops you from losing your sanity. It really does.
Yeah.
So
I remember there was one time I chimed in, or I was watching the Pubness, and it was in that room that faces your backyard, and you were on the dog bed,
yeah,
and you had the camera that moves with you.
did I?
Yes.
I think he probably moved his phone.
No. I remember this vividly.
Okay, go on.
Because in the chat, I said, for fuck's sake, Kent, stop fucking moving because I'm going to throw up because your camera keeps moving with
yeah.
you. And it was just ever so slight movements that you would do, and the camera would just
Oh, it would track him
sway.
wherever he was.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this anymore.
Kent's like, I don't have one of them. That was just
yeah,
Fiona.
it's like, what?
Meanwhile, the camera just
Fiona's like
fucking
that.
moved.
Right. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God, stop moving. I literally got dizzy and I had to leave. I'm like, I can't watch anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Today, okay, so we were supposed to hard stop at 6 o'clock.
Yes.
After chatting with the Dixons, we're going to implement a new thing here.
Are we still doing that?
Kent?
Kent, are you good?
Yeah. Well, to what degree that I can.
Right.
Right.
If
Right.
you know
Right.
what I mean,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So just give me a few minutes to
Reboot.
get the stream ready because I don't even have the stream
Okay.
ready.
And the thumbnail.
And the yep.
Okay.
And then, so carry on.
So, those of you who are here now, feel free to stay in StreamYard. We're going to end chatting with the Dixons. That's going to come to a hard stop, and we're going to start practicing that more and more, doing hard stops. But after chatting with the Dixons, I guess Kent and I are still working on the details as we go. We will be doing, well, shit. How do we word it, Kent? We're going to be showing Trusto how to do film score, and anybody who doesn't know or is highly interested to walk into this from a beginner's aspect.
Yeah, it's going to be sort of like a very how to set the mind before you even play a note.
Right.
Oh, perfect.
Fundamentals.
And get a clip, and what are you looking for in that clip, and recognizing how you can translate it into music and etc. Not that I'm an expert at it, but you said you wanted to know more about it. I do know more than you about it, but I don't know more than him about it. If you know what I mean. Sort of intermediate. Look at me, I'm a bit of a tosser kind of film scorer. But get you on the road.
Right.
If you get the basic building blocks, and then you can run with that yourself, and then you'll be able to develop your own technique.
Right.
Or anybody who wants to watch can develop their own techniques from that as well.
And then
it's
further down the line, when you do your first score and they say, who trained you? Just say, it was this guy called Kent, and his company was called Look at Me, I'm a Bit of a Tosser. .com.
And he's got a Mustang. What a wanker.
What a wanker.
What a wanker, mate. You know what I mean? You know what I
Only a
mean?
bit of one, not a total one.
Cool, boy,
Not a total one. It's not a
He didn't get the
Shelby.
stripes,
Not a total.
so
Not a
just a
total
bit.
one.
So it may not be for everyone. This is going to be probably boring for most, but we decided to air
We'll
it.
make it fun, don't
Right.
we?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Well, we don't care if it's boring or
Right.
fun. It's
But-
beneficial for us.
But we did decide not to air it at one point, or I was kind of leaning that way, but Kent made some interesting comments, and I was like, well, fuck it. If you want to do this live, because people can get very weird and strange when someone's offering to teach, and then certain people goes, oh, well, he does it for them. How come he's not ever brought it up for me or this and that?
Because you're not a cool
you
like
know?
us.
So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to
Like the twins.
keep
You
it
know.
personal. But fuck it. Kent's like, fuck it. Let's just go live. And anybody got a problem with it, they can go, what'd you say, Kent? They can go wank off somewhere.
Go wank off.
Yeah, if they got a Mustang, yeah. Oh, but that means I'll have two Mustangs, so I can use both hands.
Oh, yeah.
perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still can't get out of my mind where you just leave the house and you just go sit in your car.
That
I
was
know it's
freaking
madness,
hilarious.
but
Yeah.
it's because I don't fully trust the 73. This one being only 2 years old, like I said, I go, yeah, that's going to be a lot more reliable. Be more confident in going further than the end of the driveway with it. Do you know what I mean?
Uncle Chrome, the last thing you would need in London is a Land Rover. I don't think you can even get them insured in London.
Oh, the
now,
Range
Ken.
Rovers.
Is it
No,
the
you can't get
Rover?
Range Rovers insured now.
Damn.
Because they're so easy to steal now.
They are the most stolen
Wow.
car in London.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
smokes.
apparently they're
Why?
really
Why?
well. If there's a technique, no, I'm not at liberty to know, but there is a technique apparently for it's really easy to get into them if you know this.
If you know
particular
how.
thing.
Right.
Yeah,
You go down to London and you see Range Rovers that are actually bolt chained to trees so that people can't just drive them away.
Damn.
That's how bad it is, because they can't get them insured now because there were so many getting stolen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
That's
That's
crazy.
insane.
So yeah, you don't want one of them.
Damn.
No, not a Range Rover. Funny enough, Richard, the guy I do a lot of the work for, has a Range Rover. And I said to him, I said, "Do you go up into town much?" He went, "No." Okay,
Yeah.
great having it. So he's got a car and can't go to London.
Wow.
Oh, RF hacking is what Monkey Monger said. So it's just electronics that they can get.
Oh,
Yeah, they do this.
well, that's what
Okay.
I
you know.
think
this is-
Robbie's quite into that, isn't he? Does he not do some sort of security things for these protectors for your car keys and your radio
oh, he
frequencies?
does. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff.
His business, well, the place that he works for does all that kind of stuff, I think.
Yeah. But this is it. I mean, car companies will put flashy, sort of like wonderful kind of security systems in their car. But but they're more, what's the word, cosmetic
Yeah.
than practical sometimes. And
Oh, yeah.
there will be gaping holes in the security of them. Some,
Well, there's-
and
there's
then once
prim-
somebody finds them, that's it. They're gone.
There's Prometheus saying it takes 30 seconds to get into a Range Rover and then clone a key.
Wow.
That's nuts.
Scary.
Yeah,
Hey, when you know your business, you know your business.
You know?
Well, yeah.
yeah.
That's
Chelsea
insane.
Tractor, as they're fondly called.
That's what Andy Fireblade's saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Chelsea Tractor.
That's it, Chelsea Tractors, yeah. Mind you, that goes back to the old Mark 1 Range Rovers, doesn't it? Chelsea Tractors, back in the day with the Hoorah Henry crowd. I think they used to- basically, young, up-and-coming crowd.
The ones that had the massive mobile phone.
Yeah, and they could afford to, rent a place
Mobile
in
phone was
town.
like a brick.
Yeah. Got a place in Chelsea. Yeah.
I remember the first wireless phones, like the very, 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 very first ones. They were huge,
Yeah.
right? But in the cars, they were actually attached to
That's
the car.
right. They had a wire in them. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
Yeah. They did
Yeah.
do
You had
one
these
that you could
guys
actually
driving
take
about in
out,
like
didn't it?
soft top Lamborghinis with
Yeah.
this massive box inside it.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah.
wired.
It's
Yeah.
in Miami
Yeah.
Vice style.
Yeah, it reminds me of Miami Vice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Crockett on the phone and shit.
Yeah, I had
That
a
was
guy
funny.
here who had one of them. He come into the house and he set it up in the kitchen. We'd never seen a mobile phone before. And it was a huge case with the phone sitting on the top. But it was actually a proper, battery operated wireless mobile phone. Mm-hmm. And he goes, yeah, you can make calls. And he said the calls were something like £1.90 a minute.
Oh my
something.
God.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of money back then. It's
Yeah.
a lot of money now.
but
Never
the
mind.
Yeah.
this phone was $4
For
grand.
one freaking minute. No, thank you.
For a $4,000, yeah, that conversation is quick and it's in phonetics.
Yeah. But the thing is, this is back
Could you-
in, this is
could
back
you-
in the
could you
day
work out how
when it
much
was
our
$2 to
streams
the
would
pound.
cost?
Oh,
So that'd be
here, I'll do it. Hold on, Scotty.
$8,000.
Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah. Do you remember the heady days when it was $2 to
Wow.
the pound?
Yes.
Buying stuff from America was fantastic.
Yeah, well, I was saying that to Marlon and Lamont. I bought my Taylor guitar in Florida, and that was 2008. And we got $1.96 to the pound when we went to Florida that year. And it was, I ended up buying a Taylor 714 CE that in the UK it was like $3.5 grand. Went over to America, it was $2,999. So you then converted that, so it was like 1,500 UK pounds. So it was actually like a $2 grand saving for me to buy it in the States and bring it
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
Crazy. And I've still got that. That's my fave acoustic guitar, that one.
Well, that's out the window now because of the tariffs.
Yeah, exactly.
So one hour's worth at $1.90 is $114.
Jesus.
And if you, I don't know, stream for 5 hours, that's $570.
Yeah, and remember there's 4 people in that stream, so you have to times that by 4.
Oh, shit.
Fuck
Yeah.
that. Okay, bye.
Yeah. That's why the mobile phone calls in 1980 were sort of like ring, ring, ring. Hello? Good. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
exactly.
2,280 for every single one of you fuckers on here right now.
So
Jesus.
were American phone boxes the same way as UK phone boxes were? Like our phone boxes were literally a booth that you stepped into. And it was like all sealed. Well, there was one
so
door in
ours-
and it was sealed around you.
We
No,
had some. New York
we
had
did?
some that
New York had
you
them?
could actually walk into.
The majority of them, no. They
Right,
were just
okay.
open.
Were they
Yeah.
used like as toilets like ours were?
Oh my God, it stunk.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That
disgusting.
was
Canada-
they were
Canada
used as
has some.
toilets, and hookers would always put their cards in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably why ours weren't in boxes. They just kept them open.
No, if you remember, in New York, Superman would always go into a phone booth.
But that was in
Oh,
the
yeah,
TV
that's what you
show. I
read,
don't
yeah.
know if it
Oh,
really
that's
was
true.
in New
Yes,
York.
the ones with the
And
fault
then-
doors. Yeah.
There was also a movie with Colin Farrell, like one of his first roles back in the day, where I believe it was called The Phone Booth, or he took a call and he was in that phone booth for the entire movie.
Yeah, I remember the film. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So they had a lot in New York.
So I, as a kid, I don't know if you guys probably did this too, if you had public phones. As a kid, whenever you spotted a public phone, you would hurry up and run to see if somebody left their change behind.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right?
You'd always put your finger in there.
Yeah, you'd always put your finger in there. I remember doing that, and like in 1 week, I had like $2, and I was like, "Fuck,
Yeah,
I
that
need
was
to do
like-
this
that
more
was-
often."
That was like
Yeah.
at the carnival. If you went to the carnival and there was the penny drop machines, you'd walk past and give it a nudge with your arse just to see if any
To
coins
see,
would
yeah,
fall down.
yeah. For us, they would spit out tickets, right? At carnivals, you would have tickets, and you would collect all these bunch of tickets, and then you would get your prize or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
As a kid, you would go around all the machines to see if somebody left their tickets behind.
Yeah.
And then you would snatch them
Snatch
up.
'em up.
And if you were really good, you would just wiggle it ever so softly, and you would get an extra ticket out of the machine. Don't ask me how I know. I just heard that you can do that.
Okay, so are we ready to go?
Someone told me.
Yeah. Someone
So
told
do
me.
you have to end this stream?
We'll end this stream.
Okay.
The new stream is pinned up in the chat right now. Kent, I've emailed you the new link for
okay.
this for the next one, and Scotty as well.
Okay.
And
Cool.
Okay,
check out
cool.
the thumbnail. Let me know what you guys think of it.
Okay,
I think it's pretty clever.
So
gonna have a
we're
look
we're
now. Give
we're
me some
ending
instant
chatting with the
feedback.
Dixons, and we're starting a new segment. I don't know how often we're going to do this, but it's for everyone's benefit for those that are interested in foundation. Like Kent said, we're going to learn foundation before we even put music to it. So I got my notepad here, or I got the screen to go back
the YouTube,
on.
yeah, the YouTube.
But I like to take notes
Yeah.
personally, so it's up to
So
whoever's viewing this.
it's not part of our 3. Isn't that fucking brilliant? Isn't that brilliant? Scotty, I mean, like, come on. That's fucking kudos to me.
Super. Okay,
I
have you
think
seen
it's-
this? No?
No.
No, he hasn't seen the.
Hang on. I'm going to wait to share a screen,
Okay.
Marlon, just to let them see it because
Very cute.
it'll
It's a
probably be gone
fucking
bef-
brilliant
It's brilliant, yeah.
thumbnail.
Share screen.
I like
share
it.
Screen.
I've gotten really good at AI and manipulating
Yeah,
AI.
yeah.
Look at that.
It even looks like me.
I've gotten.
It's
I've.
little monkey's face as well.
It's like, oh my god, what am I
Like,
doing?
I'm ready. He's like, look, Kid's like, no, you're not, you fucking twat.
I must admit, I do look like I sexually interfere with wooden puppets.
Geppetto looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
Uncle Chappelle.
It literally only took me one prompt, and I got exactly what I wanted. I was like,
Super.
Wow.
damn, I'm getting really good at this. I'm like,
Very
that's the
good.
winner. Done. We got it. I got Kent perfect. I got his little fucking monkey in his orange outfit done. In the classroom with the synth done. Exactly.
Hey, and look, there's a positive sign. It's actually got the keys in the right order. No,
Right?
not on the top one. It hasn't, but on the one below it has.
Yes.
Right.
So
I
things are
saw
starting
that.
to get better.
Yeah.
How many fingers has he got? Oh, because that's often
That's a
an AI
good
thing, isn't it?
telltale sign. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's all right.
Ah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, good.
Yep.
Because quite often, even though if you do a video, sometimes you see the hand
Extra.
merge into
Oh,
like 7
yeah.
fingers, and then it
Yeah.
goes back to 5 again.
And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, some of them I'm like, what? Where did you get that from my prompt? And nowhere did I say add an elephant with 2 flamingos. What in the hell? Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah, to Uncle Chrome, it certainly looked like there was a banana dangling in the background.
Yeah, I
Put some
don't know,
attention.
maybe. You know, never
Okay.
know.
Possible.
All right.
Let's end this stream. Anybody who's interested in watching
on
this,
over.
head on over.
Yep.
We're gonna
And
end
for
this
those of
one.
you that don't want to go over, thank you very much for being here.
Yes, thank you.
All righty.
Another fabulous night with chatting with the Dixons. Thank you to Tuna
Fabulous.
for the nice topic.
was a
Yeah,
good
that was
topic. That was a
beautiful.
very-
We didn't even
Kept
get
us
to the
going.
second one.
No.
Right.
She can keep that in her hipper now for the
Yeah,
next time.
yeah, for the next one.
Cresshead also has a topic for us, so we can't forget, guys. He wants to know where everyone's moniker came from. So
Oh, that'd be an
Let's,
amazing one for next
yeah,
Saturday.
let's
Okay.
do that.
Yeah.
Oh, mine would be short.
Jeez, yeah.
what
Yeah,
she
mine
said.
too, Kent.
Yeah,
Oh my
there you go.
God,
Where's
you
it come
guys-
from? My
My
birth
fucking
certificate.
name. Birth certificate.
Tomorrow we have an in-studio interview. You guys are retarded. In-studio interview, and that'll probably be around 4 o'clock. We have work in the morning, so we're just going to try to hurry up and finish that up and get back in time for our in-house guest. He is his second interview. He's been on before. He loved it so much, he asked to come back again, and we're going to have him.
We're gonna have him back.
And he is also our dentist.
We got ourselves a real Manny over here.
So get
people.
all your dentisty questions ready, and we'll ask him
Yeah, but he talks about any and everything.
anything. Yeah. He even played your Solar, remember?
Right. He played the Lyra 8.
Oh, it was the Lyra.
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
No, but whatever he did did sound good.
Yeah, goddamn, Tommy.
It's a Lyra 8. Nobody knows what the
Nobody
fuck
knows what they're
on them.
doing. Yeah.
Except,
You're just
except
wishing
for
Gracie Poppins,
the Queen of Lyra
Yeah,
herself.
Yeah, Grace Griffin
Yes.
fucking
Yeah.
is a Lyra 8. Okay,
pretty much.
Let's
Okay.
end this one.
All right. We'll see you on the other one. Bye, everybody.
I won't buy.
Oh, yeah, I know you won't. I know.
We'll see you next Saturday. Tuna.
Bye.
Tuna.
See you next week.
Tuna.
Tuna.
Bye.